Okay. It's good morning, everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and today is Monday. And matter of fact is that me and Lemmy have been arguing back and forth over the situation with homeless Mike, which, let's just say it's complicated. But I've got some good news about that. Anyway. According to the medical clinic that he is involved with, they said that they can get him the paperwork for a copy of his birth certificate. So that's good news. You might as well tell them why we're arguing. Well, it's not really that much to explain. Here's the problem. It's the landlord. Yeah, I agree with the landlord problem. You see, the landlord doesn't want homeless Mike here. Michelle kind of does want him here, but she kind of don't want him here. She needs his help for some things, but she doesn't like his cigarette smoking. And she understands that it's a nicotine habit. It's hard to kick it. Yeah. So it just adds into a lot of issues about cigarette smoking sucks. Good morning, Leah. How you doing? Let me get the panel open. I didn't forget the panel. I'll show you. Put the far up that screen right now. Pop out the chat. Rusty's put his fat butt right on top of my computer again. So anyway, what? Why don't we have two copies of the same? Oh, no, it's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, Rusty, I gotta tell you something. All right, let me get the panel open here. So anyway, my landlord doesn't really want homeless people here. All right, he sees them as deadbeats, which, in some cases, is true. They can be. So, unfortunately, until recently, there wasn't much that you can justify and say that Mike isn't one of those deadbeats. Okay. But he has helped me around the house. Okay, coming on, Leo. Just give me a minute. And so I personally really would feel bad treating him like garbage, because it's not like it's his fault that this situation's upside down. How you doing, Leo?
Morning. You sound tired.
No, not tired.
Did you just wake up?
Me and Lemmy been arguing all morning since we got up.
Oh, no. About Mike or?
Yeah. The whole general situation with Mike, and the fact that she thinks I'm in denial about liking Mike. And I'm like, I'm not in denial that I do like Mike, but first of all, he's too young for me, one thing. And the second thing is right now is my landlord doesn't want him to stay here. And I still need my quiet time to work on my own projects. And he smokes cigarettes, and he leaves my living room a mess.
All right. You said you've talked to him about smoking cigarettes in there, right?
I have, yeah.
And he still smokes in there?
Oh, he didn't smoke in my house last night, but
okay. Well, that would be like rule number 1. If it's bothering you, he needs to take that outside. And I'm a smoker, so,
No,
he needs to respect that.
wait. Skynet, I think you got it backwards. Lumi thinks I'm in denial about liking Mike. And because supposedly I won't face the reality that I do like Mike.
And the Mike situation, do you think maybe it's just more of a companionship? Maybe
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming
maybe
for, is companionship.
maybe Lumi's maybe confused that it's not a romantic thing, but it's like
I know
you
it's
like
not a
having him around
romantic
like
thing.
a friendship. Yeah.
I just don't want
It's
to
like
see
a-
Michelle get into a situation where, she gets all mixed up into something that she shouldn't be getting mixed up in.
Right.
Messing where she shouldn't be messing, just like Nancy Sinatra said. Yeah, I don't want to see her get into that kind of mess where she ends up out in the street because she doesn't want to take charge and throw him to the curb.
Yeah, and I agree with Lumi on that, Michelle. First of all, it's your health. The smoking is bothering. Second of, you got to look out for number 1, because if you're on the street, you can't help Mike.
Right, he knows that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if your landlord's really having an issue with it, he really needs to go find another place to stay. I mean, maybe come and see you once in a while, but
right,
being there constantly is becoming a problem.
Because Michelle doesn't even get a chance to even get her laundry sorted. She just got socks that she has to sort. She hasn't had any overtime to do any music or anything.
Yeah, and he really should be doing a lot of that stuff for himself.
Oh, he is. He's going to go. Supposedly, medical clinic has a copy of his birth certificate. He told me this morning.
Oh, nice.
Oh, if they got a copy of his birth certificate, that's all he needs. As long as it's a certified copy from the state of Connecticut, and all he has to do then is give that to the DMV and to H&R Block, and then he should get his money.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, he got burrs in his fur again. He was outside.
He's got what in his fur?
Rusty was outside earlier, so he's got burrs in his fur.
Oh no, I hate burrs.
I know. And then they get caught in my hand, and then they sting me, or whatever they do.
Are they the little ones, or are they the bigger ones?
He gets in all kinds of sizes. Big ones, little ones. In case these are old ones from last year. And then he tracks them in the house, and then I got to take them off. And then, so some ways it's either if he's an indoor cat, which he doesn't mind, but I kind of like him to be an indoor-outdoor if he wants to go out. I'm not going to stop him. With the weather getting warmer anyway, I'll probably be setting up my outdoor studio. We got to bring the table back outside. We got to bring the table back out. Unfortunately, I didn't see anything with the stimulus payment yet. I checked my bank this morning. There's nothing. I checked the let's hit the IRS, get my payment tool. Nothing. Not even a pending. Come on, stop biting my cord. Come on, get down.
Yeah, unfortunately, what I've heard is they're gonna do 5 different waves, and
yeah, well,
my one
that would kind of make sense, given the number of people
for several weeks.
Yeah, they like to send payments out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Only thing is, here's the question: what's their order? How are they sorting it? Are they sorting by Social Security number? Are they sorted by state?
Yeah, I looked into it. I couldn't figure it out and couldn't find anything.
Are they based on filers first? Probably. Seems like filers are starting to get them first.
Well, I didn't file yet this year. But I got mine. My brother got his. Well, yeah. Well, they got theirs because of his son. So I just don't know how they're distributing it.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, let's see. So Skynet is saying, "Hi, Monica, how are you doing?" I said, so Mike is going to get his ID today or anything if that kick him out. Well, yes, he's going to get something. If indeed it's got the seal on the birth certificate or a certified copy, then theoretically you should be able to bring that down to H&R Block. It's not a photo ID, but maybe that might be enough to get him his past stimulus checks. Which they already said they already made him a card with the money on it.
No, I really think he needs a photo ID because anybody can walk in with a birth certificate and say that it's them.
Yeah. But they already gave me social security number and they've already processed it through the IRS, so
yeah.
I'm sure they have other ways to verify with the government. But he can try it with first before he runs all the way to DMV in Winston.
Does he get mail anywhere or no?
Yeah, now he's getting his mail here.
Oh no, Michelle.
That's because he needed to get mail here for his food stamps.
Oh no.
Well, I know what you're gonna say. Don't even tell me about
it. I won't say it because you know it, but
well, let's put it this way: if it comes down to evictions, it's $179 to file. Plus, you have to have it served by a sheriff. I hope it doesn't go there. Well, wait. Connecticut law is interesting. When it comes to evictions, the fact is, I would have to file eviction against him.
Would that fall on you or would that fall on your landlord?
Me.
It would fall on you?
Right. Unless my landlord wants to throw me out. And then he would have to file a separate eviction and throw him out. He can take his birth certificate to the Social Security office, then an ID. Yes. See, that's the reason why he needed an address. That's because he had to have a place to prove he lives somewhere. Now, with his DSS paperwork being mailed here, like his new food stamp card and everything, he could prove that he has at least a reliable mailing address.
Yeah, they really make it hard, though, for people to come off the streets, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Especially ones that,
And since his other friends are on subsidized housing, he can't use their addresses.
Yeah.
Because the Section 8 program will find out he's got other people, the person's got another person using their mailbox, and immediately they're going to say, he's living with you. Goodbye. You're off the program. And that's not going to work. No, I'm not on the program. So theoretically, I'm the only one that he has that he trusts anyway.
Right.
So that's what adds to the whole frustration for everybody. Right. Well, he can go to the with the birth certificate copy, certified copy. Then all he has to do is bring it to Torrington Social Security, show them the paperwork, and then they should be able to request a replacement for Social Security card. I don't know if they'll print it right there in the spot or how that works, but I remember when I needed to get a new Social Security card, I went down there, and I don't know if they printed it right on the spot. I can't remember now. I think they just had it mailed to me.
What, the Social Security?
Yeah. But that
Yeah,
was
you gotta have it mailed.
pre-pandemic. That wasn't during the pandemic, though.
Yeah, no, they don't do it right there. They put it into their corporate office, and then the corporate sends it.
Yeah, in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And the East Coast. I don't know if the West Coast gets it from another location. But even with that, and a piece of mail, he can get a Gold Star ID card because he already was registered with the DMV because he originally got a state ID from them. So theoretically, all they have to do is just go ahead and pull it up and renew it. And I don't know if they'll give him a gold star one. They might give him a gold star. I know they want proof of address for gold star.
So he doesn't have even his old ID?
He lost his old ID. If he had his old ID, he would have been halfway out of this mess already.
Right, because I'm saying, how did he get cigarettes and stuff? And
well, simple.
Other people buy it for him, or
he can't afford to buy them on a regular basis, but he's certainly not no 18-year-old.
Right. But there was a little bit of time there that they were carding everybody.
Yeah.
Unless he's known at the place.
Legally, they still do card you. They don't card me because they can see I'm an old hack. So
I know the day they stop carding you is when you know you're old.
Right.
They stop carding me at some places. I'm like, oh man, I really wish you'd say you need my ID.
Well, I mean, the point is that it doesn't matter. I really kind of want to quit the habit myself. I don't really smoke. I chew it, but I just might want to quit the habit. I mean, I'm bitching at him about cigarette smoke. I mean, what about what I'm putting in my body? Ugh.
Yeah, but it's different. If the smoke is really bothering you that bad. I mean, it's nice out. There's no reason why you couldn't go outside.
Right. It's going to be a high of 17.
Be respectful.
Tomorrow it's going to be like a high of 22.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 70 degrees Fahrenheit here today.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So there's no reason why we can't go outside, you know. But I was going to set the... and bring the table outside, but he's got his new clothes on the table, so he's going to have to put them somewhere else, and then put the table back on the porch again, and they'll be able to live stream on the porch again. Makes sense, right?
So what'd you do yesterday, Michelle?
Huh?
What'd you do yesterday?
Just watched videos, mostly. That's what all we did was mostly watch videos.
YouTube videos or like movies?
YouTube videos.
Oh.
Including one of them showing up how you start up a turbine power plant, which is kind of interesting. It wasn't just starting up the turbine power plant, it was also a tour of the plant too. As you know, Finland does not have a lot of natural gas, so they tend to their power plant runs on diesel.
Oh, really?
And it's a backup power plant that is supplemental for energy for the power grid for Finland. So if there's a shortage of power, they can start up, bring it up to speed, and then they can provide additional 5 to 10 megawatts of power. Plus, that plant has got 2 turbines that they can actually fire up at the same time if they have to. Plus, they got 2 smaller 5 megawatt Cummins diesel engines that are mainly used to assist the starting, but can also generate electricity as well. And put into the power grid, and once they get everything synchronized. At the same time, I watched a couple of videos on American coal-fired power plants. And the fact is there's a lot of support systems in a power plant. It's not just a generator and a boiler. There's pumps, there's filters, there's control systems.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. I have a friend that works for what does she call it? She works for the power plants, but I can't remember what her job title is. But she really likes it. She used to be a medical assistant like I was, and she went into that profession. She made a lot more money.
Well, I suppose it's kind of easier to treat a patient that basically doesn't necessarily complain about money or pain.
Yeah.
I can't afford that procedure.
Yeah. Well, we dealt with a lot of elderly too, so
of course they get rightfully cranky.
We understood the insurance issues.
And because of course they do have relations that they have to maintain. But anyway, the point is and then of course when I was done watching that, I was watching a couple videos on district heating.
Hi, Skunky.
Which basically, you think of it, you put a boiler room in the middle of a community that produces hot water for the community, and then it's sent through the homes in the community.
Yeah.
It's very common in Eastern Europe and in Denmark. I uses this, which is...
Now, Michelle,
how you doing?
Do you think our country could survive without nuclear power?
Which country?
Our country.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in the New England area, nuclear power is pretty much as a major source of our energy. I mean, I think we could survive without nuclear, but the infrastructure has been mothballed or torn down.
Right.
You know, so, for example, I mean, we already tore down the Connecticut Yankee nuclear power plant a couple of years ago, a decade ago. And then we have the millstones, I think, were converted to coal fire or natural gas fire. I'm not sure. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm rolling cigarettes.
Oh.
I roll my own. I can't smoke the pre-made ones anymore.
Yeah. So are you using like a zigzag machine, or you just...
Yeah, a zigzag machine. Yep.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it from rolling cigarettes for people in Willimantic. Go, hi, Skynet, how you doing?
Is he muted?
Skynet, I can't hear you.
Good morning.
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 Now he is. Now I hear him.
You sleep good?
Yeah. So anyway, like I said,
You sleep good?
I think as far as can this country survive, can this country survive without nuclear power, I'm going to say
no.
It's possible. But we would have to really invest in very quickly in the new plants. They have to build the new plants before they phase out the old ones. I mean, in some ways, nuclear is cleaner than coal, but in oil and gas. But the thing is,
and it's more energy efficient.
It's just the long-term storage of the leftovers is the problem.
The biggest problem with nuclear energy is the danger, right?
Yeah, and of course the long waste. Nuclear waste, long life.
Well, I mean, I hear that there's waste, but like the military, they use depleted uranium, for weapons. So,
oh, that's nice.
Maybe there's not a green use for it, but there's definitely a war use for it.
Right. And I'm sure I think they also use it for radiation therapy too.
Well, I heard that we're going to start using spaceships with nuclear powered engines, which
I've heard
would
of
be
that.
Great.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if they blow up, though. Is it going to be like a little
nuclear ion thrusters?
Which would be great because I mean they could last forever. We could send satellites way out, and
Right. For station cable, station-keeping ion thrusters can make sense.
We gotta either. I assume that there's already some technology out there that is a better energy producer than nuclear power that we're just not told about. But hopefully, at some point, that's going to come into, like the
What do you think about district
consumer realm.
heating?
What?
District heating. Like heavy electric comes from a power plant far away, and then it says power to all the people's homes. Well, district heating is the same way. You have a boiler that heats the water that goes to the homes of the people in the city or town. We have high pressure systems like the New York steam system, but they also have lower pressure ones that use water that's barely boiling, like they have in Europe, especially Denmark.
I don't really like steam power. I think steam power is really dangerous to whoever is around it.
Right. Well, we're talking about hot water heat, not so much steam, but yeah, the same. It's basically the same system, but just water is only about under 100 or under. Well, I would say probably close to 180 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right, and that'll burn you alive.
And it just goes through the underground pipes in the city, then it goes to the different homes.
Well, have you ever been to New York City? They have like steam coming out of all over places.
Yeah, I have seen it on video, and I went to a university that had steam district heating boiler, and I've seen a steam pipe explosion on video and in real life.
Right, that's old technology. We gotta move up. I mean, I do like solar. Solar's got a problem in that the sun's not always around. But
the hot water district heating isn't necessarily steam, but it's cooler. The water is more like just like very, very hot tap water. And so what it does is just like your boiler in the basement. It just takes the hot water, circulates throughout the pipes in the city, and then it connects to the house, and each house basically acts like a radiator. Okay. And of course, whatever house heats with inside, maybe hot air or hot water, whatever, goes through a heat exchanger. And it can also heat the domestic hot water for the house too. So it's not steam, but it's just hot water being circulated throughout the town. Conversely, the same option exists for liquid or for district cooling, where you can take a large reservoir or lake, pump the reservoir or lake water through the system to cool buildings. Like, big, tall buildings using water from a local lake or stream. But what's neat about the district system, from when I see what they're doing in Denmark, is they're using trash to energy, is feeding into the system, as is power plants, chemical plants, steel manufacturing plants. All the waste heat that would have been dumped into cooling towers is being sent throughout the city to heat the homes of people. What about nuclear reactors? Why not? I mean, instead of having cooling towers for cooling water, why couldn't you send that straight through to the homes of people? Maybe through a secondary or tertiary heat exchanger. I mean, I think that would be an interesting way to use that. Instead of dumping all that waste heat into rivers and lakes, it's just send it to the homes of the people, especially in the colder climates. Which means that you cut back on the amount of CO2 emissions, because nobody's going to be running their own boiler in their basement anymore, or furnace. As everything will be just basically heated from one or two places that have all this extra waste heat. They don't know what to do with it.
Well, do you remember the movie Back to the Future 2?
Vaguely.
In Back to the Future 2, in the future, they had a way of powering your car with a fusion reactor called Mr. Fusion. Do you think we're going to get fusion reactors this century?
Room temperature? I think they're getting close to it.
I'm sure they've already got it,
Yeah, but right now it's not exactly room temperature. starting. It takes a lot of energy.
Well, I heard they found a room temperature semiconductor.
I got something at least that isn't as cold. Doesn't require liquid nitrogen as much. Still pretty cold though. I mean, it still works best in liquid nitrogen, but
Hey, Michelle, give a shout out to Rachella, Skunk Ape, and Monica. They're all here right now. Say hi.
hi
Hi,
guys.
guys.
I know I said hi to Monica earlier. I didn't see Rachel in the chat. I wasn't looking at the chat screen. All right, how you doing, guys? Monica. Skunk Ape since one suspension. Rachel, how you doing?
I'm having some coffee right now, guys.
I'm having some tea right now.
Coffee here.
Well, anyway, like I said, I do want to see Homeless Mike get his life together, but
Me too. When's he gonna go out and do that? Today? You said today, but like when?
he went out today to go pick up his the medical clinic he goes to said they do have access to a copy of his birth certificate.
Oh, nice.
So if they have the complete copy of the birth certificate, then that would be great because that'd be like one step in the right direction.
Well, a copy is one step. Next is going to be taking that to get a certified copy.
That's what I'm saying. Is it going to be a certified copy? That's the question. Well,
right.
What if you got
two forms of ID? You should be able to get your ID with that. You got a copy. And
right.
He's got mail now.
What if he got something from his that medical clinic he went to too, like a letter or something stating that he is who he is?
Yeah, that's what it is. He said that they have a copy of his birth certificate.
No, but I mean also like because I mean if they've been treating him under that name for years.
Yeah.
I mean they could vouch that that's him as well. I don't know if it would help speed along the process, but.
Well, like I said,
you would think that they would have had a copy of his ID or something too at one time.
Yeah, they might have a copy of his picture ID from the past.
Because then that might have his number and everything on it.
Or at least with his EBT SNAP card, which he paid for with medical.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff that he has to go through. But okay, let's say theoretically, happy joy case. They have a birth certificate. Okay, let's say he's not quite certified. I mean, of course, it probably wouldn't have the seal in the state, or if it did have a seal of the state, which would be nice. Okay, I don't know if they're going to have that. But nowadays they don't necessarily use the nutcrackers anymore. They tend to use an embossing system that is also legible when you scan it. Okay, so
what the nutcrackers?
The point is let's say he's got that. Now he says, okay, now I can go down to
I think she's
DMV.
Talking about the indentation type machine that puts the seal.
Oh.
I think.
You go in there and they crack your nuts.
Yeah. Well, they used to use an embosser. They used to basically put an impression on paper. I don't think they use that much anymore in Connecticut.
I don't think they're using it.
Well, at least my copy doesn't have that. Mine has this like an impression on it, but it's like a stamp with a type of ink that's pretty heavy duty ink. So, but it still says it's certified though. Oh, and so the point I'm trying to get at is, so theoretically, if he has that, and let's say it's bona fide, it's genuine, then he should be able to bring that down to Social Security or down to Social Security, show that, have them mail him a copy of his Social Security card, that and a letter from DSS that's being mailed to my house, which hasn't come yet. And he should be able to go get his replacement DMV driver's ID. And then he can go right down to the H&R Black and pick up his stimulus card. I told him, I said, since it's on his way home anyway, I said, if it's indeed an actual copy of your birth certificate, bring that down to H&R Block. and see if that will be good enough. Because
Morning, MJ.
Why do you actually have to go there to find that out? That sounds like you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
what do you mean?
Well, he doesn't drive. He's got to rely on somebody else. So that requires, setting up a time with someone to drive him over there. Somebody else taking time out of their day to take him there.
Right,
And then on
right.
top of that, you're going to have to be taking time out of the employee's day, to set up this meeting. Why don't you just
So
call
basically, when
over
he
there?
walks, I mean, he's gonna walk up to the clinic, okay?
Michelle,
then-
you're not listening to me. I want to finish my thought.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is that he should be calling H&R Block before going over there to see if the things that he has is acceptable. Because otherwise, you're going to waste hours of many people's day just to find out maybe that it won't work, and you got to
Right,
then
but
that-
he's actually,
all done.
that's what I was trying to explain. It's on the same road on the way back home.
Okay.
And
Okay, I
he's
guess.
not using a car, he's using feet. It's right within walking distance from here.
All right.
So he walks
that
from the
makes sense.
clinic back to H&R Block, then from H&R Block to the soup kitchen to pick up the takeout, then he comes straight home here.
All right. You got it.
Yeah. Now, but if they say if they say to him, well, you still need to go get some other ID from the DMV, then he's going to have to get a friend to take him down to the DMV. And the birth certificate counts as one ID, but he's still going to need to have some mail, which he hasn't gotten yet. So, from DSS about his mailing address on letterhead. So, once he gets his official redetermination letter, that will count as his mail. So, yeah, I told him it's worth a shot because if it's an actual copy of a birth certificate and not just some doctor certification letter that he has to send to the Department of Vital Statistics, in that case, he should be all set. That's what he needs to do. But I mean, so, good morning. How you doing, MJ? So I took by the way, I took the plastic thing out of my mouth I had on for a few days because it's not something I would like to leave in there indefinitely because I don't want to get periodontal disease.
Listen, I really don't think it was safe for you to leave that in overnight.
I don't think it was so bad about overnight for a day or two, but damn it, getting them out was a pain, literally in the mouth because you had that. It was like pulling friggin' teeth as it was in there so good.
Michelle, plastic teeth aren't really a real thing.
Yeah, they really do make dentures out of plastic.
Well, I hear you say that, but nobody has plastic teeth.
Yes, Dory does. Dory has plastic teeth.
She got a mouthful of plastic?
Her dentures are made out of plastic.
Really?
All right. Well, only Dory has plastic teeth.
Yeah.
I have to go.
So there's a lot of people with dentures these days.
Well, define function, Leo.
Well, that's what I mean. Like denture. What are actual dentures made out of? That's more like porcelain, right? Or
the
Yeah, I
final
would not
version
expect
dentures
very
are made
plastic.
out of, again, like I said, they've even said the same thing on several new dentures now are made out of a plastic, but basically they used to be made out of ceramic.
I don't think plastic should be in constant contact with your gums all day.
No, I guess it's better than wood.
No, I would think wood would actually be better. One's natural, the other is, toxic.
Well, you know what? George Washington had a mix of wooden teeth and an old human teeth.
Well, there you go. Obviously, George Washington knew I can put wood on my mouth, but I can't put plastic.
Well, I hated the taste of it. I hated the texture of my tongue.
You gotta get some better wood. What kind of wood were you using?
Everybody
Use
used to
some
make fun
redwood.
of my teeth, and I was like, I wanted
Oh,
to.
cedar.
I figured
This
when I
says
found,
dentures are made of acrylic, nylon, porcelain, resin, or metal. Doesn't say nothing about plastic.
what's
Yeah,
nylon?
plastic is
Nylon's a
toxic.
plastic.
Is nylon a plastic?
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
And so is acrylic.
Well, okay. Well, maybe our definitions of plastic are. I guess
Correct.
those might be the more safer ones to put in your mouth.
All right, sweetheart. Have a good one.
Of course, obviously, those materials are been approved by the American Dental Association.
I just threw my mom's dentures away.
Oh, greetings.
You're like, you can't chew tonight, bitch.
Well, she passed away. I didn't know what to do. She passed away and we had her cremated. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do with her dentures?
Put them
So I
in your
held on
dog's
to 'em.
mouth and take a
Maybe you
picture.
can donate them. I don't know.
I looked into it. They really don't.
Michelle
Maybe,
needs
you
them.
can, maybe there's.
Place where you put them.
Hey, that's a good question.
Give them to
Do they
Michelle.
have a recycling bin for those things? Because
The only place I could find is if I shipped them to Japan, and I wasn't going to do that.
why? What do they do with them in Japan?
They
Probably for
recycle.
the robots.
They put them in vending machines on the street.
Yeah,
They probably would.
buy some used dentures.
And buy some used goddamn teeth.
Maybe how many robots are using them?
This says plastic dentures can cause a great deal of damage to the gums surrounding your teeth.
Exactly. AKA
That makes-
periodontal
makes
disease. Not
Like
exactly
taking
something I
fucking teeth.
really would recommend.
Or your gum.
Like I said, I tried them because originally I got the stuff in 2017. We tried it with Sue and me, and I found the stuff. I figured, okay, let's give it another try. I hated this shit because, frankly, anybody who complains about my teeth again, I will gladly knock a few of yours out.
Hey,
So you get
when
the
you
call?
Get a
have,
problem with my teeth? Bam!
what is that?
Oh, you're
think
missing
so.
a few.
a phone Huh.
Look, the truth is okay. First of all, reality. It's for them to stick the mole in the back. This with a bridge. They told me, or even an implant. It's gonna cost me $3,200 for the parts, not including the labor. Where am I gonna get $3,200? Oh, I
have
know.
you gone to? Do you guys have a place? What's that place called? It was like Express Denture or something.
We
They
have
only charge
Aspen
like-
Dental. We
You
have
go to
No.
dental college.
No, yeah, they only charge like $600 to $800 for a pair of dentures at these like Express Denture places.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about, Leo. Like I seen the commercial for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
Michigan
I know
has.
what you're talking about.
Michigan has them. I don't know if other states have them.
Yeah, I know exactly what
I
you're
never
talking
heard
about.
of it, Express
Homemade dentures.
Dentures, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to rip all my damn teeth. I just want to fix the 3 I need to fix.
Oh, okay. So you're just looking for a partial then. But that shouldn't $3,200 for that.
Yeah.
Or an
you
implant.
see?
I gotta get one here.
Yeah.
I gotta get one back here.
I talked to
And then of
Rupert
course
Mark
you might have to
yesterday.
pull this one out here that's sideways so they can get to put
I
in
was lurking on your
3
stream.
implants.
Yeah,
Maybe
called
if they're
Rupert.
lucky, maybe they can remove. Maybe they can move this one back of it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I heard you try to reach someone, but when you didn't get through, I just stopped watching. I was like, I don't think he's gonna get
Oh, I got through.
Because me and the dentist
Talked
talked
to him?
about it. And he
Yep.
said, well, he said,
What'd he say?
honestly, he said the rear one is really the one I'm worried about because it's actually broken. If we can get it out and then just basically put an implant or get a bridge back there.
Yeah, but Michelle, I've got a
take it
couple
to you.
back teeth that I removed. I don't need them. I mean, you can't see them when you smile, and I mean, do you really need to get an implant for a back tooth.
Well, the reason why I told him not to take it out yet was because if he does that, then he's going to be removing something that acts kind of like a spacer to keep the other teeth from shifting further, and that's why.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I've got a couple teeth that I had pulled in the back, and
I had 4 wisdom teeth pulled.
They haven't shifted all that much.
Yeah, I've got a molar that I got knocked out a while back ago, Michelle, and like my teeth haven't moved any or like left or right. Like there's a space between a molar and my wisdom teeth, and my teeth haven't moved at all. And that was
you
like
still have your wisdom teeth?
I do. I have a big enough mouth. You should know that by now, Blazing Leo. I have a big enough mouth for
He's also a genius.
I had my wisdom teeth.
He needs all the wisdom.
I need all the wisdom I can guess.
People think I'm stoic because I had my wisdom teeth pulled with just Novocaine. Well,
yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I've also had fillings done without Novocaine completely, with no anesthesia at all.
My ex had to have the.
Those are two good songs.
We did it the Russian way. No Novocaine, just to do fillings. Took a lot of patience, I'll tell you. And
chance and got kicked out of the house, and he was willing to take me in. I told him I was going to talk to Sally, and then when I called him back, he's like, "I know you're not my son. I know who you are, and cyberbullying's a real crime." And then I called him back, and then he goes, "I'm gonna rape you like I did your sister and your mother last night." I'm like,
what?
Guy's a live wire. Yeah, guy's a live wire. Guy's a live wire. But back to the topic, Michelle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get back onto the teeth thing. I just wanted to tell Skynet something really quick. I used to collect babies' teeth, Michelle, and pedophile teeth to do spiritual rituals with, but then again, it was hard to come across the pedophile teeth.
I'm not
into Craigslist.
That's creepy. I mean, all right.
I know, Michelle. That's why I don't do it anymore. So I get it.
So, like I said, like the dentist told me, he said $3,200 for the parts, not including the labor, to put in either a bridge or an implant. Okay. So, because he said the price between a partial, which is a small bridge, and an implant is really not that much of a difference. I mean, it's a little more, but it's not like astronomically huge.
Yeah, but I mean, that it still brings us back to the point. I understand fixing that front, because you got a front tooth that's missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand fixing that and, getting your teeth cleaned and, looked over or whatever. But, I mean, we're talking back teeth here, Michelle.
Molars. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we get older, we lose a couple teeth. That's, and then eventually down the road, if you get the money, I mean, I would just focus on, like, the main thing right now.
Get that mattress.
The main thing is right now is just staying alive, just like the BGs talk about. I'm not worried. I don't have any abscesses. I don't have any pain in my teeth. I'm fine. But of course, my tongue likes to run itself over those stupid craters, and then it's like, then my tongue gets a little sore.
Well, stop running it over the goddamn craters, then.
It's just my tongue's way of fingering things. It's like my tongue needs to keep busy.
I'm sure Homeless Mike's butthole can help you out with that, Michelle.
That's one reason I gave that false stuff. That's why I gave that plastic stuff a go, was because so that way my tongue could still run over it and not basically, get bruised.
So
but the thing is,
confirmed.
Oh shit, we got MJ in the chat.
What I might want to seriously do is, since it's broken up anyway, is what if I was to take a nail file and just file the surfaces flat?
That's a great idea, Michelle. I 100%
oh my God! Would you please do that on cam?
Michelle.
That's a
Michelle, to be honest, I had my one front tooth. It wore down crooked. I took a nail file to it and it worked.
Yeah, that's good content for your stream, Michelle.
Yeah.
No, it's not a good content for my stream.
100%. What do you mean? Yes,
definitely.
It is. I already ran into problems with YouTube even complaining about use of F-bombs. I mean, come on.
Are you kidding me, Michelle?
Yeah, I've had my stream. I've had my monetization limited on the stream because of use of F-bombs.
Oh wow! So you won't do dental work? So you think YouTube will get mad at you doing dental work on stream?
Wait a minute. So YouTube got mad at you for saying the F word, but not that little bit about you loving the black people?
What's wrong with living black people? What's wrong?
You were
with...
saying the N-word, Michelle. The N-word was being used. That's the problem there.
I think the problem is this world has gotten too crazy for its own good.
She's like, there ain't no problem with the N-word. What are you talking about?
Right. Can't say fuck, but niggers all acceptable.
See, I think yes, I was able to get the monetization back after I appealed it, but that's not the point. It's like YouTube. For God's sakes, can't your robot look at context? I mean, if you can look at context, just because you see keywords,
you're the only person
doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad
on YouTube.
All the technology and all the AI that they have, and you mean to tell me
she loves them?
We can even type the F-bomb, F-word in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know why YouTube would care about the F-word, Michelle. I think you're the only channel that I've come across where someone's had the problem with saying the word fuck. I think you're just reading your YouTube messages wrong or something, Michelle.
I think YouTube. No, I'm just trying to say is that YouTube's robot, despite all of their energy and computational power that they have, how come that their system doesn't I don't know, have the ability to look at grammar and the context of which something is said.
Michelle, they have to review thousands upon thousands of videos a day. I mean,
I know they do, but the thing I'm saying is just come on.
Pretty unrealistic.
Look, I can even have my own computer do the darn work. It's not like it's impossible with a modern PC to do the same thing.
When are you going to start streaming on Chatterbait, Michelle? You can say fuck. You can even fuck on your stream if you want. When are you going to start streaming over there?
And charge for people to watch it.
Yeah, charge for people to watch your stream. When are you going to get on Chatterbait? Get some money for those teeth.
I don't think I'll make that much money. But I do have...
You would be surprised, Michelle. You'd be surprised. I know someone who's made $180,000 a year from Chatterbait. I mean, you'd be surprised.
All right, let me get to the next point of news before we forget. All right, number one.
All right.
Stimulus.
I still haven't got my stimulus yet.
Yeah, of course.
Some stimulus checks are coming on the 24th, which is Wednesday. Some people are going to be getting them even later, of course, like Blazing Leo said. It seems that the IRS has seems to like Wednesdays for some reason. Some of the Direct Express people are going to start seeing the money on the 24th through the 27th of this week. So we'll have to see what happens with that. In addition to that, the fourth stimulus, they're already working on the fourth stimulus.
Another one?
Yeah, I just seen it on
Jesus
Google.
Christ, seems to lay off and fix this country up and stop handing
out. No. Let them keep doing that because it makes cryptocurrency go up. Let them keep doing that.
I don't know.
They're handing out fentanyl.
I don't know. I don't know what these people are.
The cryptocurrency go up, Skynet? Would you encourage that too?
Yeah, I don't use it.
Yeah, I probably would too. I'd sell my fentanyl and buy some cryptocurrency.
Right.
Michelle, have you gotten any cryptocurrency yet? Did you start a wallet?
No.
No?
Although there is a way I can use my Raspberry Pi to do it. It might be very slow.
Or your Macintosh. You can use your Macintosh.
I don't know how many gigahashes you're going to generate, but theoretically you can use your Raspberry Pi to make with crypto, but it's not going to be fast.
No, you ain't going to make shit with a Raspberry Pi.
You can't mine with a Raspberry Pi, Michelle.
You got to get a real computer, Michelle.
No, we're not talking about mining. I'm asking you if you made a cryptocurrency wallet. So if someone wanted to give you cryptocurrency, they could. I'm not talking about mining. I'm talking about having an actual place to receive.
Yeah, I give you some Cardano. I bought some of that.
How do you get a wallet? Do you go to Walmart and pick up one, or
no? You go to a website and sign up for one. Silly. Michelle, if I was there, I'd give you a gigabyte right on your face right now.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't even understand cryptocurrency. I don't even know how you make change.
You don't make change, Michelle. You pay for you. There is, oh my boy, we've been through this like 5 times.
It's basically like a stock market thing. You don't. I mean, you invest in it, and then.
Like, Michelle, if you have a coin that's worth $1,500 and you buy something for $750, you'll just have half of a coin. That's how that works. It's
Right.
like, yeah, you'll just have half of a coin.
So then how in the end of the day, how do you count up how many coins you got left?
It's not actually coins. Just think of it as your bank account. Like,
yeah, the coin just represents an amount of money. That's all that does. So if you have a coin that's worth $5, and you have $20, you'll have 4 coins. You know, it's just kind of like math. Or if you have a coin that's worth $5 and you only have $2, that means you only have 2/5 of a coin.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me, Michelle. I talked to a goddamn rapist last night. I'm still creeped out by it.
He was a rapist?
Rupel, yes, it runs in their family. His grandfather, Billy, was one. His father was arrested for statutory the day he was born and sat in a prison for 10 years. And Chance sucked a blind man's penis unwillingly. They're all.
How did we go from cryptocurrency to this?
We were talking about crypto shit. Cyrex came up, Michelle. It goes hand in hand.
Oh.
Yeah. His father, his name is Rupel Marx. He tried to disguise his name as Wengus. Forgot what the fuck his last name was, but it's gross family, Michelle. It's disgusting family.
I don't know. Well, the fourth stimulus, they're planning. A lot of representatives and senators want to endorse the original Sanders, Murphy, and what's the last one there? Oh my God, I can't forget her name. Miss so-called Indian, Warren,
Pocahontas
has come up with a plan called Emergency Money for the People Act, EMPTA, which was supposed to give everybody $2,000 a month until the pandemic was over. Well, they knew that when Mitch McConnell was in charge, they couldn't even go anywhere. Now he's not in charge. Now she wants to revive the plan again.
Mistress Bella says she remembers the last name. She wants to know if you want her to type it.
No.
Yes. Type it smack out.
God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
The point I'm trying to say is that with the idea of this Elizabeth Warren plan, let me say this right now. Why in the bloody hell didn't they try to pass that instead of this $1,400 and maybe get done with it? They should have just put that on the floor instead of the $1,400 and been done with it from the beginning.
Just give everybody $1 million so we can all be millionaires and equals, Michelle.
Actually, what they want to do is give everybody $2,000 a month for at least a year. Because everybody realizes that the coronavirus is far from over and that everybody's going back into lockdown again, especially in Europe right now.
Is this bribe money to fucking keep us locked down is all it really... I'd rather just not get the money and rid of some of these... Well, I don't really care. The pandemic really doesn't affect me. I mean, if anything... Yeah.
It just borders on stupidity.
Yep.
You know...
Yeah, I mean, I get like helping if people are out of work, you know, the unemployment and all that. I get investing in that. But like I was trying to explain to my friend, people like me and him, and, you know, we're on disability. Yeah, we don't make as much if we were working. But I mean, this COVID really hasn't affected us at all.
Right.
No, it hasn't really. But now, don't forget, they also want to give everybody under Social Security, all Social Security, a $200 a month boost for 48 months or 24 months.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like turn it down, but it seems.
I mean, it's gonna change your life.
The boost actually kind of sounds good, considering the fact they'll finally get Social Security recipients in line with reality. I agree with that, but.
I just pissed mine away, like Skynet says. Get some cryptocurrency, maybe do some gambling. Like, I'm not gonna run out and like spend it at Best Buy or nothing if I don't have to.
Florida for the past 4 days. Really? Because right now, Connecticut's starting to warm up a little bit. Must be getting a little bit of a polar inversion.
Yeah, it's going to be like 60, 67, I think, here today, Michelle. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Michelle, how's your how's your twat doing and all that from losing your powers? Are you getting drained, Michelle? You usually get drained a little bit when you lose your powers. Were you sleeping all day yesterday?
I get grumpy.
How's his twat?
I think that was what I mean. This morning, me and Lumi were getting a little whiny at each other.
Your twat gets whiny.
How's your twat, Michelle?
Oh, a minute. What's this?
This is the copy of my birth certificate.
It's the actual copy?
Yeah,
oh, shit. I got his birth certificate.
Okay. Did you show this to H&R Block?
No, you need an ID.
They're not entirely sure if they can use it right now, but they want me to go back down there.
Okay, this is your... So, okay. But it still counts or something.
Oh, yeah.
So now all you have to do now is...
No, it doesn't have a picture on it.
Now, you can contact...
No, but it could
be
like
or you can go down
to ID.
Contact James.
Picture ID,
go down the
Oh, you don't need a picture.
DSS. And
yeah,
or not DSS,
anyone can go in the office and claim they're Mike Vitale and give them a piece of paper. How's that work?
Not yet. I'm going to call that.
Well, how do you think we got such a big problem?
Wait, okay.
Well, I mean, someone could go and claim your money. I mean, with just
it was not actually a copy of his birth certificate, but
here's a piece of paper saying that I am. Give me the money.
It did verify that he was indeed involved with EBT. So it was state of Connecticut. So.
I mean, yeah, it might work. Maybe he's got like two forms of ID right there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't need a picture of one, but
this doesn't have a picture ID.
Do you think you can get one without the picture, Michelle?
Well, it might be good enough for him to go down to Social Security and get his Social Security card, and then
maybe
with that he can go ahead and should be able to go over to DMV and get his state ID card.
Yeah, if he's got a birth certificate, should be pretty easy.
No, I didn't get mine yet.
You think Mike just killed some guy and took his birth certificate?
Am I nervous about tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow.
Well, would it be nervous about tomorrow? Tomorrow's just Tuesday.
23rd. Oh, shit. It is tomorrow.
Right, but we're not going to get our... They say the next bunch of stimulus isn't probably going to be showing up until the 24th. So, I don't know how many weeks I'm going to have to wait. Because last time I didn't have to wait that long at all. I got it like in the second... I got like on the first batch last time. On the second one. I'm not fighting anybody. No. But
so are you ever gonna do a? Are you ever gonna do a thank you for 1,000 subscribers stream or anything? Like, I feel like you need to get on stream.
I already kind of did long ago when I hit 1,000 subscribers.
What did you do to celebrate? I don't even remember.
Wasn't much of a thank you. It was just a thank you.
Yeah,
saying thanks for helping us get us reach 1,000 subscribers.
Right, that's
Michelle, would you ever consider?
Plus, we did the monetization thank you stream, which,
Well, I mean, I think you need to do a bang a calendar 1,000 times stream, Michelle. One bang for each sub that you have.
I don't think so.
Show your appreciation for the subscribers, Michelle. I feel that would be appropriate.
No, don't think so.
What about put on as many pieces of clothing as you can put on stream?
Oh, for God's sakes.
What's wrong with that? Oh, you need some kind of content. You need some content, Michelle. You're just sitting here fucking, talking about the stimulus every day. We need a little bit of content for your channel. Your subs are going to start dropping, Michelle.
Don't you hear her? She's banging one out. She's doing some music for us right now.
Can you sing us a song?
Let me just turn off the phone so you don't have to listen to Mike's private conversations.
Oh, we want to, though. Can you turn them back on?
Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
Can you turn it up, Michelle, so we can listen to it?
No, it's not your damn business.
Come on, Michelle. Move the mic closer to him so I can hear what he's saying.
Yeah, well.
Uh-oh, Fred Durst says that Cyrex is coming to your house tomorrow.
I'm not worried about that.
He's been pretty pissed lately, Michelle. I would.
Is Mike going to be there to protect you? Ask Mike if he'll fight for you.
Hey, Mike, you might want to turn it down a little bit so no one else can hear your chat because they pick it up.
We can't hear it, Michelle. It's fine. We can't hear it.
All right.
Fucking fuddy-duddy.
I'm not a person that likes to get into confrontations with anybody. Okay?
Well, Mike sounds like he might. Would he defend you?
Would he fight for your honor? Michelle, would Mike stop an intruder from coming into the apartment, or you think he'd just sit on the couch and be like, hey, dude?
She's over there.
If he just breaks an entry, that's a whole different situation. That's a police matter.
Well, Michelle, you leave your door unlocked. It's not really breaking and entering when you leave your door open to the public, Michelle. You can just walk on in.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, not interested.
So,
Not interested.
I mean, Mike, you might want to turn it down a little bit.
It's fine, Michelle. We can't hear it. I can't hear it, Michelle. It's
picking
fine.
it up, and I don't think he wants your personal affairs being announced to the world. So can you turn it down a little bit so they?
Yeah, so
Michelle, we can't hear it. It's fine. We can't even hear it, Michelle. It's good.
All right.
We can't even hear it. It's fine.
You know, a lot of people do viewer Q&A. I've always done viewer Q&A. That's what the show is. Mostly is viewer Q&A. It just doesn't. They don't get a lot of Q, and they certainly don't have a lot of Q to answer for the A. So, not in the morning show. We don't take phone calls. No. The morning show is
a lot of birds.
Morning show is when I wake up, drink my tea, and basically just start my day. And I don't like to start with getting all hyped up with phone calls, talking about bad teeth and anything else.
That's what you've been doing for like the past hour. Michelle has been talking about bad teeth.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
The idea is not to hear anything about homeless Mike's business anyway. I don't want people to hear his business.
You shouldn't even. Well, never mind. I drink my coffee.
So we said right now, because Mike's using the phone anyway, I couldn't take calls even if I wanted to. Right now, my phone's free, but he's got people calling him back.
I think like homeless Mike gets Trem and shit on, like sets up like Trem on Michelle's phone and shit. Like, I'll be over, meet me in the park. There in 5 minutes.
What are you talking
Michelle,
about?
has Mike ever brought a woman back to your apartment before?
I'm back to my apartment before. Is he
No,
taking people?
has Mike ever brought like a woman back to your apartment before when he was staying with you?
No,
The lady
no. He hangs out with friends, but he doesn't have any woman friends that he brings here.
Would you let him? Like, if he wanted to bang on your couch, would you let him?
Again, he doesn't want to bring girlfriends over here.
Well, he doesn't want to make his current girlfriend jealous. I get that.
It has nothing to do with that.
I thought you guys. Okay. I thought you guys were
honestly, I think if Mike wanted to have a relationship with somebody, I think he would like to have them think he has his own place. And this
what if Sherry wanted to cheat on her husband with Mike? Would you allow that in your apartment, Michelle?
Like I said, I don't really.
I hear you.
She don't really want to get involved, but if it happens, it happens.
No, I get it, Michelle. I get it 100%. 100%. I'm with you, girl.
Yeah.
I am with you. Michelle, what do you like better, the T-800 series or the T-1000 series when it comes to the Terminators? Do you like the liquid metal ones, or do you like just the regular robot?
I don't know anything on Terminator series or robots.
No. Okay.
I don't even know anything about the or the different Harmony models they came out with, or how many versions of Sophia they came up with.
Michelle, for somebody that
Or
really
the
loves
other robots from
technology, you
Hanson
should
Robotics
really
right
watch
now.
that movie.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I'll watch it with you. Hey, Michelle, you want to watch the Terminator sometime? You love technology.
No, I'm not interested.
It's a great movie.
I watched The Matrix. That was pretty interesting. I watched Men in Black. That's pretty interesting.
But not Terminator.
Right. I mean, like, those are good movies too, but the Terminators.
My phone's ringing.
Answer it. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
How much coffee have you had already, Schmeckle?
He didn't answer.
On my first glass, Miss Leo, about to get my second. Why?
Oh.
Am I hyper?
You sound very charged up.
Oh no, I'm smoking weed and just chilling. I'm not even trying to be like. Mike gets me charged up. He rubs me the wrong way. Not in a good way either. Just rubs me the wrong way. Gets me riled up sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So does Terminator. I love Terminator. You start talking about that, then you definitely got my interest. Michelle, you should definitely watch Terminator. I will gladly sit through any Terminator movie with you, Michelle. We should watch it on Discord sometime.
I'm not interested in that right now.
Oh, God damn it, Michelle! What are you interested in?
God damn it, Michelle!
I'm interested in technology. I already told you that.
That's what technology is.
Yeah.
Terminators are technology.
But that's fiction technology. What about the real world technology?
It could happen, Michelle. Honestly, it could happen. It's not necessarily fiction. It could possibly happen.
Right, they got drones already, Michelle. There's basically Terminators in existence.
Well, right now, it's as I said, I've seen the Terminator, at least part of the first one. I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah, that's a great one. Well, Skynet was talking about, I think Skynet was talking about earlier, Back to the Future. Have you seen those movies? The Back to the Future?
I've seen Back to the Future. I've seen all three of them. I don't really remember the second one too well, but
did you like them?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fiction. I bet you loved the third one when it was in the Wild West.
We went back to the Old West.
Yeah, you know what? Those were on TV this weekend. I'll always sit down and watch them. I think it's a great series. That series, Michelle, was originally made to be one big long movie, but it was so long they cut it into 3 movies. I would gladly.
Let me say one thing about the so-called fight. I'm not going to be there because I'm not going to be arrested for violence. I'm fired up. That's definitely not. I'm not going to do that because it's not worth it. I don't want to get arrested for violence. He's not going to. Then he'll be arrested for breaking an entry.
Michelle, if Cyrex came to your apartment, I think you would mess. I think Rusty would just mess him up.
Oh, Rusty would, but that's not the point. I don't believe in violence, and I don't believe it's all right to just walk into somebody's home and then start beating on them.
Yeah, I agree.
First of all, if you really seriously want to have a duel, that's not even an honest duel. What's up?
Did somebody call?
I thought somebody called, but I think it may have been a soundboard. But I just checked the phone, and
no, it wasn't a soundboard.
The phone did ring, but there was no answer. I mean, I thought you picked it up already.
No, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well, did you turn the do not disturb off so you can hear if the phone rings?
I'm pretty sure.
That's the light that's green.
Yep. All right. Turn it off.
Yeah. So that in case it rings for you, you can answer it.
What was the number?
What number? There was no number.
There was no number?
I didn't get a phone number. Check the answer machine. So just pick up the phone.
A lot of chaos this morning here.
You guys are just like a married couple right now, Michelle.
If there is, then just know the phone number.
You got a phone call. I was taking a shit.
I'll give it to you in a
What's
second.
the number? I don't know. What's for dinner? I don't know. What are you making? Yeah, frozen pizza. Again? You guys are like the honeymooners, Michelle. You're like the Clanson family, like Ralph and Alice. Tell Mike you're gonna send him to the moon. One
To
shot.
the moon, Mike. To the
One
moon.
shot. Yeah.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Like the Clanson
You're back?
family.
I didn't know you left.
Welcome back, Loomy.
Right.
I just ordered my PS4. Woohoo!
PS4.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for the 5.
I'm surprised that the
man.
doctor didn't
That link
contact
didn't work.
the
How did you
department.
not get one with that link? That Walmart
surprised.
link.
I kept checking, and I'm like, fuck it.
Gave
I'll
up.
just get
Every hour
Yeah.
they came, I've gotten like at least 2 people some PS5s with that link.
Yeah, it's
My buddy
alright.
John Heyman bought one as well. He was the one who sent it.
Guys, let me say one thing right now. First of all, I'm surprised Cyrus's grandmother wasn't reported to the Department of Human Services
For what?
for allowing her grandson to do what he did to his male organs.
Well, he didn't allow the bed bug to bite his penis, Michelle. I think it's just something that happened.
I still think that has to do more with like a
Well, the
excessive
medical doctor can
masturbation.
still call social services for that.
I don't know how.
And they can still get him sent in for commitment.
He's an adult, Michelle.
Because he's still becoming a danger to himself, though, because that's physical injury. What's that?
I got it. I got the stimulus check. I'm going down to pick it up right now.
Congratulations.
Holy crap, that was fast.
And now you can treat me
You got
out
it
for
before
dinner.
Michelle.
How about going to the tributary and getting
Sure.
some
I
steaks?
bet we won't
Sure,
see Mike
sure.
for a couple days.
Sure.
That's over by
He's
Raleigh
become a bender
Plaza.
boy.
He said that he's able to pick up the stimulus check.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's gonna get his green stuff.
Gonna get
And
his green stuff and then go get some green stuff.
I'll be right back, and I'll stop at the soup kitchen. I'll pick us up a lunch on the way back, too.
yeah, do pick up some lunch.
You got
Yeah.
a stimulus.
All right.
Treat you
Thank you
to
for
a
your
nice
help.
meal.
Soup
Don't
kitchen,
forget.
liquor
Don't
store.
forget to see if you can pick me up a coffee.
Sure. Thank you for your help. I probably wouldn't have been able to get this done without your help and the help of your
I
friends.
wonder what would happen
Thank
if
you.
you.
Thank you.
I wonder what would happen if you actually gave Jimmy some rent. He might be a little bit less crumpy.
See, I was thinking about that. That or offer to try to work for me. Give me a second. Let me do this. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll see how it works out. All right. Yeah, I bet Jimmy would probably be willing to
Let's see if he
stick
gets that
around
money first. I
if
hope
he
he
forks
does.
out some green stamps for rent. Because Jimmy always is looking for $1. So if he forks over $200 for rent, I bet Jimmy would be creaming his underwear.
What's the matter?
We'll see what happens. I mean,
You want to get shot in the head? Get the fuck off the phone.
who's talking? Are you still here?
It was one of your
Yeah, Mike's
idiots
still there,
on your
Michelle.
show.
He's on the phone.
Idiots on your show called and said, I heard you getting some money. You owe me some money. I think somebody wants to get hurt. Next time they call here and play games like that, call the fucking police and just have them arrested.
Just hang up.
Oh,
Just
that's
hang up
probably
on them.
Randy.
That's what they're doing.
They're gonna get hurt.
But if for Jimmy though, yeah, if he gave him like $100 to $200 a month, I bet he probably wouldn't mind you so much. But they don't want to give him enough money for a few months. Yeah, but then once he shows he's paying rent, maybe then he can probably get state supplement.
Tonight's show should be
How
very
did he
interesting.
do-
I might actually try and make tonight's show. It could be interesting.
He went and called up this medical clinic
Oh,
that he
you got a
was
phone?
involved with. That's how he got it. And then he called H&R Block, originally filed an H&R Block.
Michelle, you got a call.
I'm taking calls right now.
Let's just take the call.
And if I'm not taking calls in the morning show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I keep forgetting to keep telling you that. We don't take phone calls in the morning show.
Sorry, Michelle. I'm not here often for the morning show. I forget sometimes. I apologize. Can we call RuPaul? You want to give RuPaul a call, Michelle? You want to call Cyrex's dad up? He lives in Alaska. We can ask him questions about Alaska.
Okay. Well, the point is like I said, as he's got money coming
Fucking
in,
5 in the morning there right now.
and at least if Jimmy might be willing to work with him if he starts forking out $200 a month, because that's what Rory was paying. So for at least for a few months.
Is Jimmy married? Is Jimmy married, Michelle? Does he have a wife
Yes,
and
he has
kid?
a wife. Yes.
How long has he been married?
At least 40 years.
Oh wow. Well, he's probably the type of man to explore. Do you think if homeless Mike gave Jimmy maybe like a hand job or some oral sex, that he would let him stay in the
Oh
apartment
my goodness, man,
for
your
a
mind
month?
goes to the
No,
gutter no
what the
matter
hell?
what.
Because I feel that his,
No, wait a minute.
wife
First
is
of all,
just
Jimmy
tired of his wife
is
after 40 years.
Jimmy likes money. He likes the smell of actual money. So if you give him money,
What if
wave it in
homeless
front of
Mike
his
were to wrap a
nose.
dollar bill around his dick while he was blowing him?
Because if Jimmy starts, I'm just trying to point out, if Jimmy gets rent, more rent, he'll be happy. At least that way, he won't be
So Jimmy's
saying
he's about the money.
he's about the
So
money.
if I paid him an extra $100, he'd like let me have a meth lab in my apartment, just as he'd look the other way as long as I was just slipping him like $100.
Right. Well, since I'm not on any
Okay.
section,
All right.
I'm not on
I'm
not on any Section 8 program. I'm not on any subsidies. So theoretically, it's pretty much a cash deal. So if my rent went up to $800, so when two people in here can get $1,000, I bet he'll take that $1,000.
So if I were to like commit a crime, Michelle, and Jimmy saw it, I could just give him a couple bucks and he would look the other way, like he wouldn't like report it.
Well, it depends what kind of crime. As long as you're not doing it on his property, I don't think he would give a shit. I don't think he has any problem with white collar crimes like embezzlements.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't think
Some
he has a problem.
racketeering, yeah, fuck it.
He doesn't like drug crimes being done on his property though. Don't even try it. So, but the point is that either way, okay, if everything works out for him, that means that he can call Jimmy and say, "Hey, look, Jimmy, I got some good news for you. I've got money now. Now, if I pay you $200 a month, could I stay here?" And then if Jimmy says yes, because I'm only a month anyway, I'm not even on a lease. Jimmy doesn't have to even worry about updating or amending a lease I don't have. And that'll be money and Jimmy could use the money to help pay for his increased gas bill for heating the place.
So if you were to be evicted from your apartment, like we'll just say, next month, what do you think you would do? What would your game plan or your strategy be if you were to, have to give up your apartment? Do you have a plan, like something like that planned, or
if I was going to give up my apartment?
Like if you had to, like if you got like evicted or like if something like that were to happen, what would your plan be?
Well, first of all, if we was to move, the first thing I would do is obviously to set up the new studio in the new place.
Okay, gotcha. For sure. Yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, let's focus on one thing here now. Why don't you use some of your stimulated by Mike to post up in your apartment tomorrow so we can figure out? I'm not worried about Cyrex. Stop talking about Cyrex.
Well, Michelle, I think they're just concerned for you. That's all. I think they're just concerned. That's all that is.
Fred Durst, there's smarter ways to spend less money than rent or bills. Your computer's pretty old. There's a bunch of gadgets you could use, or how about a translator from England? First of all, let's talk about this money. I already told you we need a mattress. Okay, my mattress from my bed is shot. Okay, that's already on the list. Okay, now
Michelle's getting a new mattress and a MacBook, guys. That's what she's getting.
Yeah, we talked about computers, which would be important for ability to stream from alternative locations.
I think that's what homeless Mike should invest in, Michelle, like a laptop. And so when he's not staying at your apartment, he can stream and we can,
MJ, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I already talked to Mike about that over and over again. But let's put it this way. He needs a place to live so he can get DSS money to pay for an apartment. Right now, he doesn't have a place to live. So he can't get DSS unless he has an apartment. So, but he's got the money right now to get an apartment, or at least share an apartment with me. Well, he can go and apply for DSS and food stamps so that he can get an apartment.
Michelle, are you on SSI or SSDI?
SSDI, SSA.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not on SSI anymore. I outgrew SSI when my dad passed away.
Okay,
I get it from his record and from my own work record.
We need to get Lumi on SSI. Get her a check too.
I can't get it on SSI. I'm not even an American citizen.
You're not even an American. You know what, Lumi? I forget. We gotta get you a green card first. Didn't you get one when you married Michelle?
I can take Michelle back to Finland if she wanted to go. Well,
didn't you get a green card when you married Michelle, Lumi? Wouldn't that make you an American citizen? Michelle's an American citizen.
We're not married in the civil sense in the United States.
Okay.
All right.
You're not on the paper. Okay, I gotcha. You're just in love. You're just in love with Michelle.
Right. And I'm certainly not going to be buying a computer. I mean, frivolous goodies that I don't need when I already said my mattress has got to be replaced. 10-4. Okay. So, as far
Michelle,
as
would you be willing to go to the dollar store and get 100 different items with $100 and review them?
Skynet all talked about sharing a house. Okay. I'll just bring this up real quick. Still an idea, still an option. But clearly, because I do need more space. I need more breathing space. I need more room.
Michelle, I did ask you not to bring that up, though. I just want to remember.
I just bring it up real quick. Not going into more details than that. The point is I do need to get a bigger place.
Than I thought you would.
Yeah. Okay. I need less space. I need to downgrade.
I need a bigger place.
Yeah, just get you. We'll just come over here, Michelle. Bring Rusty. We'll let the cats fight it out. Whoever wins gets to stay. Get it figured out. Give me that check every month. We'll be good to go.
I pay my bills. I pay my rent, and I have never been evicted from any apartment I ever lived in.
You've been there, what, 16 years, 17 years, Michelle?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty good run.
Moved in here around 2006.
Yeah, it's pretty good
2005, 2006.
Yeah, it's 16 years.
Yeah.
But do you have a favorite place, Michelle? Where out of all the places you've lived, which one do you like the most?
Of all the places I've actually lived?
Yeah, like you lived at your parents' house. You went traveling with Ed in the RV. You lived
the RV
there. You
is
lived
still.
in Arkansas.
I gotta still admit, I like the RV because it was kind of nice. But I still like coming back home, and this is kind of my home because I've lived here the longest. Sure. The next closest place I lived as long was Carey Hill Alley in Willimantic. I lived there for 17 years.
Yeah.
And that was even more of a dump than this place is.
Oh, jeez.
Crack, cocaine, needles everywhere. Oh, my God. It was just nasty. But it was home anyway.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's your home. You know?
But I don't own it. See, I want equity. I want equity in my home. So
I hear you.
That means getting a house. If I can get a house, I can get equity. So, I know everybody don't want to talk about the house, but the thing is, that's why I want to buy a house.
Yeah.
I want equity. I am 53 years old. I really think I'm entitled to have a house now. I don't understand the RV attractions as of late. Think about it this way. RV, you can go where you want to go. You don't like the landlord, you just drive out.
You said Rich Life got an RV, Blazy Leo?
Yeah. And he
wow.
blew a tire or something, and he's like, I'm not begging for money, but if somebody wants to give me $60,
Oh man, not even enough to change the tire.
Rachel, he is trying to obtain a hand.
If someone gives me $60, I'll give you the Johnston. I need a new tire.
But I'm not begging.
No, why?
I'm begging. Well, I got $20. I'm going to go to the casino and try and get the
Printers, I'm not worried about tomorrow. Now, drop it.
Are you gonna drop it like you're gonna drop Cyrax if he shows up to your apartment, right, Michelle? Damn.
All right.
Right in his kisser.
Poor
The
Michelle.
point is
They're really testing you today, Michelle.
the point I'm trying to say is that I know because of my landlord's infirmity and his age, the day's coming when I'm going to have to move on. It's obvious, okay? He's getting up there in years. His health is not doing well. I'm getting older too, so I just would like to finally live the American dream, even if it's an abbreviated one, of having a home, ideally without a homeowners association breathing on my fucking neck, which they tend to do. I saw a few houses in Carolina that had homeowners associations. I don't want to deal with a homeowners association. I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff.
I mean, Michelle, owning a house is nice, but I don't think it's really cut out to what you think it is. I mean, if your furnace breaks, you have to shell out hundreds of dollars to fix that. You get a leaky roof. That's going to be, you have to pay thousands of dollars to get a new roof. I mean, it's not all necessarily.
I understand that, guys. I get it. You
have to keep your grass cut. You have to keep your lawn shoveled. I mean, fuck me, dude. You have to keep your. You get what I'm saying.
Even if you don't have homeowners, or home, what is that called?
Homeowners Association. Yeah, HOA.
Yeah, if you don't have them, you still have to live up to code.
Right.
Yeah,
I know that.
If you don't cut your grass, if you don't shovel your walk.
Got too much junk in your yard.
Hey, that's the boy ordinance.
I think renting is a good deal. I mean, something goes wrong. If you have a good landlord, they'll get it fixed. You don't have to worry about that. I don't know. It's like a pro and a con type of thing. I'm really kind of debating if I want to rent or if I want to buy a house. I'm kind of on that in that state of mind right now.
Look, right now the point is I want to do something with my older years. I really want to. The coronavirus basically really makes me stir crazy. I want to go out. I want to do something. I mean, okay, I got a knee injury, so bite me. But you know what? I'm still going to go out there and do what I can do.
You and Mike should go get dinner or something tonight. Michelle, go for a walk.
Because I happen to live on a landlord's thumb. Guess what? I'm considered subhuman by my family. Because I don't have a house.
If you're single
Everybody else has a house in my family. And because I don't, I'm considered subhuman. Now, that's not even fair. So, for my family, if you want to be an adult, you have to have a house.
MJ wants to know if you're single now.
That's directed towards Lumi or myself?
It says Paul.
Oh, yep. Paul is single. And
to Lumi.
I don't think Paul was ever married.
I don't know. I thought they had a falling out. I don't know, Leo. Just getting jealous of Mike and shit. I don't know the drama up in the Snow Palace. Michelle, you should go get some McDonald's or something with Mike this week. He's got a bit of money. You guys can have a walk or maybe get an ABC pizza.
I went to ABC Pizza yesterday.
Did you? Really? How was it?
It was okay. It was the usual.
What'd you get? What topping?
2 large pizza, or 1 large pizza with sausage and extra cheese, pepperoni.
Nice.
Yeah, the usual.
Oh, I'm glad you got an ABC pizza. That's awesome. There's nothing like a pizza on a Sunday night. I'll tell you that.
Maybe if he indeed gets his debit card, maybe we can go to Tributary tonight and go for a steak dinner with the salad bar.
Oh, shit.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe
really
he can
nice.
treat you to dinner for a change,
That's what I'm thinking.
Take his lady out, treat you out for a nice dinner for his gratitude for letting you stay there, nice steak dinner.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice steak dinner.
The point is, but I want to go back to the house thing. Okay, now, like I said, in my family, if you don't have a house, you're considered subhuman. They don't like apartment renters.
Why?
MJ.
What's wrong with that?
They see it as an
I
insult.
love that.
If
I'm
you
reading
don't have
the
a
chat
house.
now, MJ.
Everybody in my family has a house. Everybody. Okay,
Metal
my brother
kinda
doesn't
came at
because he
me
lives with my
incorrectly,
mom, but when she
maybe we'll
dies,
give
he's
her
going to get
another
the
run.
house. So,
Oh shit.
so he's
Yeah.
not considered subhuman because he's going to get the house.
Okay.
We're subhuman.
Michelle, if someone rents an apartment or something in Michelle's house, they're subhuman. Michelle, can we get this phone going? We got the phones requests. I see phones in the chat.
Rachel, I'm not taking phone calls on the morning show.
Not taking phone calls.
I don't hear it ringing.
I
Is
don't
it
either.
ringing?
I don't know what. Maybe they're just excited about.
Unless Rachel is trying to call you.
My
Michelle.
cell
Maybe
phone,
that's
which
why.
is in the bedroom.
Yeah, maybe Rachel is trying to call you, Michelle.
No, she's not. She's not trying to call me on the panel.
No, I mean on like your cell phone or.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, the phone's ringing. I hear the phone ringing.
Fine. So I'll call.
Yeah,
back. I'll call you back on my cell phone when I'm done, Rachel.
Oh. Well, denied, Rachel. Denied. Yes, denied. She said, listen, you the side chick.
She's talking about the house phone for homeless
bitch.
Mike, maybe.
You don't get my time on this show. You gotta wait till it's over. You the side chick. God damn, Michelle just laying down the law today. Shit. It must be Monday. Where's my goddamn Amazon?
Right,
at,
somebody's
man?
calling. But since we're not taking phone calls anyway, let the answer machine grab it.
Yeah, let the answer machine grab it.
What I'm just trying to say is that I want a house. I know there's a lot of work involved in the house. And I'm sick and tired of paying money out to landlords. I really am.
Well, there's nothing wrong with getting a house if that's what you really want.
You'd be doing the same thing, Michelle. If you got a house, you'd just be paying it off to the bank. It'd be the same. It'd literally be the same thing as having you'd be paying it off to the bank.
But she will eventually own the house.
Correct.
Right, because I get equity. Because you see, you don't get equity from an apartment. Now, you might get equity in the condo. But
no, I get it. I get you. I get you, Michelle.
But then with a condo, you got to still do with the homeowners association. So,
what if Michelle, you were just to get your own place? Would you just stay in Winston? Would you stay in Connecticut?
I could stay in Winston, yes. There is land for sale in Winston that's not too expensive outside of town. But I still would need would need help by getting moving there, and I still would need someone to take me to places.
Sure. No, I get that. No, I get that.
Yeah. So, Jamie. How's it going, just Miss Jamie? I haven't seen you in a while. I know MJ's here, Jamie's here, Michelle's here.
Yeah. Gals, let's pile them in. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Paul is single and looking for. Can we do like a dating show, Michelle? Get like a panel full of women.
Come on down.
I can pick like an eligible
Paul,
one.
aka Schmeckle Cat.
Yeah.
We'll start the bid at $10. Come on, ladies, $10. $10.
Yeah, go I hear 10 cents. Anybody 10 cents? 5 cents? Anybody?
Put it directly into Michelle's PayPal.
All right. I'll be lucky to get a couple pennies, Leo. Come on. How much not to go out with me? Oh, okay. There's the $10. There we go.
I mean, I do gotta admit, well, one thing about getting a house is the real estate stuff confuses the hell out of me. Well, financing the house, because it's not like buying a car, or you just can go ahead pay somebody for the house and the title. Here we go. Here's the cash. All right. Here's the title.
You could do that if you have the money, Michelle. I mean, if you had the money to drop down, you could just buy it in one big swoop.
Well, that's the thing. Houses, everybody can't afford that.
Maybe
Donald Trump could pay cash, but I can't. All right. So let's say you get a house for say a fixer-upper for $50,000. $50,000. All right. Fine. Now you got to go to the bank. Now do you go to the bank first and say I need a mortgage for $50,000, or do I got to go to the bank first and say, hey, what kind of mortgage can I get?
How I did it, Michelle, I don't know how Schmeckle did it, but how I did it is we found the house we wanted. And
Right.
then we went through the real estate, and they actually found a mortgage company for us
Right. Yeah.
that financed us.
Okay, I know that they told me that there was something called 100% financing too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
pretty
could
much-
do it either way.
Because
Yeah,
the
what I
down
did, Michelle,
payment,
was I
closing cost. Yeah.
So what I did, Michelle, was I sat down with someone who's called a financial, like a financial planner, right? And they looked at all my bank statements and my income, and they took that and they based what I have in the bank and like my income, and they found like, okay, this is what you can afford, and then these are your options, like.
See, just Miss
And then
Jimmy did
you
the
go from
opposite
there.
way. She went and she got the mortgage first, and then she went for a house that within the mortgage amount she could afford.
Well, found her house, and then she went to get the money that she needed, and then the real estate company helped her find the money, which a lot of them do. Will help you find the mortgage
my
company.
credit score sucks. It sucks donkey balls because the
Well,
ambulance fees.
The nice thing about that though is they run your credit, and then sometimes like if you've got bills or something that need to be cleared up before they loan you, they will give you the money on the loan that they give you to help clear up those bills, and they just kind of put it all together depending on the bills. There's different types of loans they can give you.
Right. Right now, one is a bill for $700 for an ambulance trip.
Right.
On
so
December
I mean,
6th.
they may not even include that. I don't know how Connecticut law is because medical bills are kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I just wait for mine to go away. I just don't pay them for 7 years and they disappear. So
they're supposed to disappear anyway, right?
that's what I'm just kidding. I've never really had I've never had any huge expenses.
Well, just Michelle, I don't know anything about your area, country, to know if Lloyd's fee was a good thing or bad thing. But yeah, well, like I said, I do have things that I'm looking for. I do want to still remain in the suburbs. I still kind of want to remain in the country.
Yeah, if I could get like 337 Lloyd Street to be available, I'd move to Akron, Ohio in a heartbeat. I'd bring Michelle with me as well. Like 100%, we'd go to Akron, live nice.
I honestly think that there would be a lot of domestics there if you guys were together.
It would be all right. No, I would. No,
I mean, they got things like short sales, long sales.
I think Michelle would kill you.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
The reason it gets confusing when you look at Zillow, they have short sales, they have long sales, they have foreclosures, they have auctions.
They also have, but they also, depending on the house you get, Michelle, because you'd be a first-time home buyer too, right?
Right.
You've never owned a home. They've got special deals for that.
Yeah, you can get.
They do. Exactly. In fact, even the federal government is just offering something like over $13,000 tax credit for homeowners, first-time homeowners.
Yeah.
And the newest bill that just passed. You see what I'm saying now? $13,000 back tax credit.
If this is something you really want to do, Michelle, my suggestion to you would be go and talk to I know Michigan has like mortgage what do they call them, Schmeckel? Are they mortgage brokers or
Oh yeah, where they just have like
maybe my bank's
my
bank's loan officer.
Yeah, well they'll pull your credit, they'll go over it, they'll run your numbers, they'll tell you. Yeah.
Advisor. Yeah.
And they work with real estate agents too.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is something you really want to do, I would start there. I would try to find somebody who can kind of just do all of it and help you.
But what if you wanted to go in with a partner? Say, I don't know.
They can factor all that in too. They can tell you, hey, okay, this is what you can afford, and then you say, hey, what if I want to bring in so and so, and they'll say,
see, because like when they were going to work with Patty, she was the one who's going to say, no, I'm going to take care of the mortgage. Michelle's just going to rent from me.
Planner costs
Excuse me, I'm not renting from you. If I go it's going to be halvesies. I don't want to be rental. I
would just try to find and even a bank, I think, could even do it for you. Your bank, and just say, hey, look, this is my plan. This is what I want to do, and just sit down with somebody.
Write it
And
down.
they'll
Make
run
a
the
business.
numbers for you.
Write it down. Come up with like a business proposal kind of thing. Explain what you want
Right.
in writing. What you're
At
looking
least
for.
then you'll
what kind of
know
house.
like what
This
you
is
can
going to help you
afford,
anyway
what
when
you
you're also dealing
qualify
with
for.
when you're dealing with the real estate agent too, because like you said, there are agents that specialize in off the grid housing. So you want to find somebody who at least when they have the thing ready, they can say, "What do you want? Oh, you're looking for off grid? Okay, off grid."
Yeah, and then that's another thing too, Michelle. It's a good point, MJ. When you get your mortgage, then you got to consider, because there's two ways you can do it. You can get your taxes and your insurance added into your monthly payment, or you could pay them separately.
Yeah, that's usually like traditional, pretty much now.
Yeah.
You mean pay your taxes and combine it with your mortgage?
But so you gotta factor that all in too, depending on where you live. That's you can't get out of that.
Oh yeah, I know you gotta pay taxes. What about the homeowner's insurance?
That's what she was saying, Michelle.
Yeah,
that
and
that
the
can
insurance.
That'll be factored into the monthly
because
payment.
Zillow seems to be recommending that way of getting a place to actually getting all one payment. So when you see the payment, a lot of times it's including the mortgage, the taxes, the homeowners.
Right.
Right. But since I want to live off grid, I don't know. Connecticut's kind of a pest about some things, especially with their smoke detectors, saying they would like have people to have hardwired smoke detectors in their new homes. Okay, fine. And then they're focusing on it needs to be mains powered. Well, wait a minute. If I'm on a solar array, how can it be mains powered when I would be totally independent from the grid?
Yeah, and you might even qualify for something like a HUD type program too. And when you go through HUD, and when you go through HUD, they'll go into the house and they inspect it and they say, hey, before this house is livable, you need to have like so many smoke detectors, blah blah blah. This needs to be up to code, this and that. So they'll even let
if you buy a house, you still got
is.
to do that anyway to get an occupancy permit.
Yes,
For example, they got to go through. They got to check out.
HUD does
check
it
out
like
the electrics. They got to check out the boiler. Make sure everything's working right.
Well, sometimes if you buy a house as is, if you go outside of HUD, they're not as strict as HUD would be.
Right. But I don't know.
I mean, it's
I don't
really
know how much
something
money
you
I would
need
get
to
from
sit
HUD
down
anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, I could certainly get an FHA loan because I am disabled, so there is programs for that.
Right. And I think being the first time that you're older and you do have, though your monthly income isn't very high, it's still steady.
Right. It's still steady. And then right now, at least with the stimulus, if they definitely do pass the $2,000 a month thing, then it's going to be higher still because that's still going to be counted as income.
Yeah, but I don't know if they would factor that in because it wouldn't be like a guarantee. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not going to always get it.
But what about the 1099s from YouTube?
I mean, that's not a guaranteed thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be. I mean, that's why you really need to sit down and talk to somebody. I mean, if you did like a 12-month thing,
I don't even have I don't get paid from YouTube until today. I could get a payment today. I could get a payment on the 23rd from YouTube alone.
Right.
Because the money goes out on the 21st. It's the 22nd. I checked the bank balance this morning. I didn't see anything. I think that's going to be interesting to see how that works. Because there should be sitting money sitting in my bank, but then my bank hasn't gotten the stimulus yet either. So I don't know how I'm going to get that. Figure 30% of your monthly gross income and whatever that is generally what the banks will lend you. Okay, well, let's calculate that out. I'm going to grab the dashboard here. Okay, monthly income. Okay, I got 1,300. Oh, sorry, I just said 7,000. Oops, sorry. I wish. $1,334.
Oh, wow.
Multiply it by 0.3 for 30%. is $400. I'd have to find a mortgage for $400.20. Oh.
I think you did some math wrong there, Michelle.
But is that 30-year fixed though? Because right now the interest rates are really cheap right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find a mortgage, Michelle, for $4.20. At a 30-year rate, you'd probably be able to get one of those Home Depot sheds with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
$4.20 a month.
What?
Right. Well, like I said, that's an idea. I mean,
What?
I know the state of Connecticut would like to have people stick around, so maybe the state themselves might offer a mortgage assistance for people to also stay in the state of Connecticut, just like they do for businesses. They want.
Yeah, how much do they pay you, Michelle? Is it like Alaska? Do they give you money to live in Winstead? They pay you like a yearly fee, like $1,000 or something.
That's because of the oil. That's because the oil industry. They get an allowance per person who's been in there in Alaska for a couple of years. You get this oil company subsidy.
I feel they should do that for Winstead for having to live with homeless Mike and all the.
I don't think I don't think the town of Winstead offers that. I do know that I would be eligible to receive, what they call renter housing. It's not just for renters; they actually have one for housing too. They have a subsidy program called Renters Rebate, but they also includes houses too. So theoretically, if you're paying say $900 a month mortgage, and that's a high mortgage, but use this number, $900 a month mortgage to say $700, you get $700 back. So that's basically it offsets the taxes that you'd be paying for utilities and things like that.
Oh yeah.
I have been giving it to God Life with Linda. How are you doing?
You think $900 is a high mortgage, Michelle? I was paying $1,600 a month at one point. Well, when I was living in.
Well, I pay $800 a month rent now. I was paying $900 when they do me back rent. So I think $800 is realistically pretty much the top I would pay for a 30-year flat rate fixed mortgage for a 1 to 2 bedroom house.
Well, Michelle, don't forget you'd also have utilities to worry about and food as well.
I had utilities to pay here too. So
yeah.
They do go up quite a bit though with the house.
Oh yeah.
USA direct loan.
Like I paid $60 a month for electric, where in a house I was paying like $800.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It
was a big house though. It was a very big house.
Yeah. Yeah, mine varies.
I never heard of such a USDA direct loan. That's the United States Department of Agriculture.
All right, we knock it off.
The government will pay for her house, but it'll be owed, and she on the back end. Well, no, that's the same thing with a reverse mortgage, which is something I'm not going to look into because that's kind of stupid to do a reverse mortgage at my age.
Michelle, you like to sing. Maybe we can get you signed up to Bloodshot Records and get you like a record career going. Maybe you could do like some cover songs. You could sing like, Rose Garden, and we'll get you, get some music made and get some money flowing.
Well, like I said, I'm going to keep looking into the housing because I still want to do this. I've been wanting to do this now since I was living in Willimantic. I want to do it because...
I just need to get you on Chatterbait, get those tokens.
I think it's a very good goal and
because now it seems like the opportunities are presenting themselves here in a way that's pretty momentous right now with the stimulus, with the monetization of my channel, with my little store, which isn't really sold much, but that's okay. It seems like right now this is the time when really it's time to grease the rails and dust off the dust, and we'll start looking again. Patty kind of got me started on it, but I kind of want to finish where she kind of dropped the ball because of her selfish nature. I mean, that's something else, but yeah, I've been wanting to do this for many, many years.
Yeah, I just think your first step should be to go in and talk with somebody, and they will lay everything out for you on paper. Let you know what you're looking at, what you might need to clean up on your credit.
Yeah, they'll help you.
So-
They'll help
so
you clear up your credit
It's
as well.
called
They'll
a
help you with-
rural loan, Michelle. You'll have to move out of the country, though. I don't mind living in the country. It doesn't bother me. I've considered living in the country. I've considered going to Kansas. I've considered going to Norfolk. I've considered going out to Salisbury. I've considered going out to Kent, although there's not really much cell service out there, or Lakeville. Okay. I've thought about getting involved with agriculture. Like I said, I wanted to go back and running a dairy farm because that's what I did in my prior life. I was a cattle rancher's wife. We ran a dairy farm.
Did you milk the cows every morning, Michelle?
Well,
we didn't have machinery, so yes, we did.
Schmeckle does that every morning too.
All right, let's take this
usually-
one
yeah,
goddamn phone call. Find out who it is.
Oh,
I asked her that, MJ, because Michigan does have they have houses here that are very low, but I think she's trying to get out of the colder weather.
Yeah, I want to, because really, ideally, I should be where it's warmer because
your earth
I have to walk in snow, and it's hard to walk in snow with my knee. I can walk it, but it takes me longer. So, if I was to have if we even have a farm, I might still need to have a helper with me to help maintain it. Or maybe homeless Mike could come in here, because he's young. He seems to looks at me almost like his mother, and I don't mind working with him. I think, if we're not too far out in the sticks, maybe it could be good.
Michelle, though, the only concern I have about Mike is, okay, so if you get a place with him, and he is a younger guy, if he finds a woman, what if he says, "Hey, I'm moving in with my woman."
Well, exactly. That's understandable. Yes, I understand the point. Eventually, he's gonna want to move on.
Damn, do I want to do it? Michelle, do you know homeless Mike? Do you know Mike's mother's name, Michelle?
It's actually my name.
Oh, Michelle.
It's the same name as me.
Really?
Yeah.
Might have to. Okay, right on. That's cool. So maybe he sees you like a mother, Michelle, because you guys have the same name. So you're like a mother.
I think he kind of does. I think he does have like a mother type of.
I think he kind of thinks he's still living
now, what
home.
about Ed?
I think he thinks is from what I've heard from when he described his mother. I think he and his mother did not get along too well, or me and him do get along pretty well. So I think he thinks it's almost like he's receiving a redemption or a chance to start over. I like it. I understand that, but what he doesn't understand is, of course, is that I have a lot of other things in my life too that I want to do. They may not necessarily be what he wants. For example, I mentioned the country living. I mean, he may not want that. He very well may say, "No, I want to be in where I can still go to community services. I still want to go to." Be able to go to McDonald's or Burger King, which I kind of do too, or I want to go to Friendlies. But like I said, the problem is I can't drive a car, so we'd have to ride a horse in the town because that's the only vehicle I can drive is horse and carriage. So because
Michelle, what about you and Ed making a plan to get a place together?
Me and Ed ourselves have talked about getting a place together.
I think that would be the more sure bet. Yeah. I mean, because I would think that he would be the one that would really stick in there with you. And does he get disability too? Or okay, well there you go.
And he's already proposed to me twice. I already told you that. So theoretically,
right.
Ed already wanted to marry me.
Does he have an income, Michelle? Does he have Social Security? Does he
disability?
Have
same as I do.
Hello, Schmeckle. I just asked her.
Well, he was answering yes to the question as he would stay with you. She wasn't answering the question.
But he's getting older too, so that's another problem. He doesn't want to be where it's really cold, and he's saying is that Florida is not working out for him at all.
How much warmer can you get than Florida?
So
hell.
Go to AZ.
No, he went to Florida because he used to know friends in Florida. And he used to have a good life in Florida, but now Florida's kind of turned sour for him. And so he's kind of wants to get out of Florida. And I said, well,
I don't know if I'd like you living in Florida. I'd be fearful that you would be.
How about, I said, how about an in-between state? I said, come on.
Orange.
Yeah, Michelle would slip on.
And so we said, well, what about North of South Carolina? And he said he would be willing to do that. So I started looking before about North and South Carolina, which I just think some of the houses are god awful ugly. Honestly, I really think some of the houses are
Florida is a toxic shithole, John Heyman says.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, MJ. I think this is something that she really wants to do. And I think the best bet would be, check in to see what you can afford and see what you need to do for yourself.
Right, exactly. And like
start there.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is just that is there a real estate for dummies book out there? I'm not.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
I mean, I'm not a dummy. I'm not a dummy. How about real estate for ignoramuses? Because honestly, I don't understand any of the shit that they talk about short closings, all these different terminology. I was like,
you can just talk
financing, how to get a mortgage from the bank, blah 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 blah. It's like all these steps. I don't even know where to start.
The first step you should do is talk to your bank and see if they can help you.
Right.
That's what I would do first. That would be your number one step.
Let's see. I know my account wants to be on the camera again.
I think your best bet at this point, Michelle, is to get verified for Chatterbait and get on there.
How?
We're gonna start streaming on
Rusty,
Chatterbait.
She said her credit, John Heyman. She said her credit isn't the best.
Like 630.
So that would be the first hurdle.
631 right now on TransUnion.
Help you clean the credit up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Help you clean the credit
Rusty, come on! I'm trying to get you into the picture.
I don't think it's like super poor. It's like probably mid.
No,
but she's got one medical bill. She said
it's a D minus.
What is it, Michelle?
It's a D minus credit score.
What's that? Like a 620?
It's not an F, thank God. It's like 631 for one, 667 for the other one. I've been working so. I haven't.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, John. That they don't even consider medical bills, but I don't know what her state is like.
Expensive. My state's expensive.
Yeah, I've heard that's one of the more.
It's like states. It's just like the other state with the other letter C, California on the other coast. Expensive.
We have decent living costs here, but very high auto insurance rates, highest in the country.
Yes.
Highest in the country. Gas is on the rise as well, like a motherfucker.
Right, Skynet. Rusty's like, it's time for my time.
Yeah.
Michelle, have you ever been to like Disneyland or Disney World? I know you said you've been to Florida, right?
I've never been to Florida.
Oh, you've never been to Florida?
Okay. No.
I've been to Florida, but I never went to Disneyland.
I think you would love like Disneyland, Michelle, or Disney World, whatever it is. I think you'd have a ball.
I think I would. Maybe I wouldn't mind it in the autumn or in the fall or in the winter time, but summer is just no.
They just opened it back up.
Oh yeah, is Mike back?
I don't hear him.
I hear somebody.
Well, maybe someone's just breaking in your apartment, Michelle.
No, his doors will open. He can come right in. So
let's listen in on the phone line. Let's pick up the phone line. See if anyone's talking on it. Can you do that?
I can't believe that the camera got stuck because of Rusty static cling. Oh God. Let me see if I can fix that.
Rusty's combo pizza roll ass messed up the camera.
Combo pizza.
The combo.
You look at a cat's ass and think food.
Listen, Blazing Leo, like when you look at a cat, its ass is always at eye level for some strange reason. And it looks like a pizza combo, like the little cracker pizza combo thing. It looks
Right now, I'm going to reset that
an
camera.
observation. That's all that is observation.
Actually, you probably have to restart the program. What? Because you have to restart. Oh, you got to reinitialize the camera? Yeah.
What does your cat's butthole look like, Blazing Leo?
I don't know.
Let me
I
just
haven't looked
reset
at
the
it
camera
lately.
there. Okay, let
Well,
me
why don't you
restart.
take a gander at it?
They're
How
nowhere
come
around
you've
to
not
pick a
seen it
gander.
lately? It should be like do your cats live with you?
They do, but
Right. You should see its ass
But-
at least once a day. Okay, Leo.
Oh,
Jesus
he's a
Christ.
good cat and everything.
I don't let the cats at eye level.
oh, Schmeckle.
Asked once and you're some type of weirdo. Okay, I get it. But
Problem is that the USB hub is on the wrong side.
Come out of here.
Kitty, kitty. Oh, Rusty.
All right, now what's his? Oh,
He looks mad.
He
Like,
says,
what the hell?
you gotta keep sticking that thing in my face.
so what is Rusty smelling like today? Is he smelling clean?
It doesn't smell like anything. It just smells like a cat.
No. Doesn't smell like cat dander or nothing.
No. So
You said he's got burdock.
This
Did
cat.
you get all the burdocks out of Rusty, Michelle? Did you brush out the burdocks off?
he's a clean cat. He doesn't make a lot. He doesn't have a lot of smell to him. Really.
He said he's got burdocks though, Michelle.
Hold on a minute. Let's take care of this damn phone call. Maybe it's someone from Mike again.
Yeah.
Go ahead, call. You're on the air.
Hello.
Sorry, Mike's not here right now.
Are you excited for tomorrow? Live on pay-per-view at 3 p.m.
No, goodbye.
No.
Okay.
So you're gonna fight Cyrex tomorrow at 3?
I'm not fighting anybody.
Is that Eastern?
I'll fight Cyrex.
Is that Eastern or Central time?
I'm not fighting anybody. That's
You're
not
just
my.
gonna let him hit on you?
I'll tell you how to take Cyrex out right away. Just kick him in the between the legs. He'll be down forever.
Michelle, do you have any rope at your house, like any twine or?
Especially if he still has that nut on his, you know what?
Right.
Yeah, I got an update picture last night. It's healing up a bit. It's still.
Oh,
pretty
has
red.
it?
Yeah, it's still pretty red and gross though.
Well, then you must be taking something for it.
I don't know.
They probably had to use this. They probably had to use a grinding wheel to cut it off.
I don't know. That look the way the picture I seen. I don't know. That
Yeah,
thing
I
looked
see.
like it was about ready to fall off.
I've seen way more Cyrex.
Well, I don't think the nut's ready to fall off.
10 years. I'm really good on anymore. I don't want to do it.
You know, I don't know why.
You know you look at it every night before you go to bed.
Well, the people throw it in my lap. I never ask for it. It's like I get a message and I go to check the message. It's like, whoa. Like it's never asked for. It's just thrown upon me. I don't like.
What's that, MJ? MJ wants to see it.
Well, MJ, then you got to join the panel because we're not putting it on, or we can put it on the Discord.
You can mark this show as this is educational.
Well, the
What-
thing is, Michelle,
To tell you to go to the hospital.
I'm
when your
sorry,
penis
but
looks like this.
I don't think YouTube is the right place to show that
no,
kind of
listen,
picture.
Michelle. I want to explain something to you, Michelle. I did a stream with somebody the other day, and we were showing the picture, Michelle. And YouTube does not see his penis as human, and it leaves the video up, Michelle. You could.
Well,
okay,
maybe
what's
they
your
don't
name?
see us human, but was your friend monetized or not?
Michelle, excuse me, MJ, go to just type in goblin fungus and it should pop right up. Goblin fungus wiener. The channel should still be up on YouTube. Goblin fungus wiener. Type that in. It should still come up.
As you know, Schmeckle, as much as you guys, well, not you so much, but that Marty guy streams on him. I'm surprised he hasn't been struck down by
He's
him.
a fucking retard. He doesn't realize that he can strike him down.
I'm
He says,
surprised.
you watch all my videos on your channel. I basically own your channel. That's what Cyrax says. Like, yeah, he can't strike. He's too dumb to figure out how to do it. Or
I am surprised, as I said, that the Department of Mental Health
There's
and
a long
Addiction
process you
Services
have to
didn't
go
get
through,
involved already with the doctor calling them and saying this guy is
Wait a
harm to himself.
you got to call Michelle.
The medical
there's a long
community can
process you have
call
to
the
do.
Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services on him if they
Yeah.
think he's a danger to himself.
Yeah, guys, look up goblin fungus. Just type that in the YouTube. It should pop right up the channel. Goblin fungus.
Wiener, like Oscar Mayer wieners. Wieners.
You like hot dogs, Michelle? Do you like hot dogs?
Oh no.
Michelle, are you a fan of hot dogs?
They're okay. I like Cons better, but
I like Italian sausage. You like Italian sausage?
Yeah, mild sausages.
You like the mild? I like the spicy. Mild's good though too. I like the mild as well, but
I don't really
tend to go
get
for
the
the
super
spicy.
spicy stuff. I tend to stay away from a lot of
Not
spicy food.
Not super spicy, but spicy. I like to make it with spaghetti. Like
Okay, I typed that in, Schmeckel, goblin fungus, penis, and nothing.
No, not penis. Just type in goblin fungus.
Goblin fungus.
It should still be up there. It's actually goblin fungus wiener, not penis.
Oh, wiener.
Right. Yes.
Actually, it's a bunch of music that comes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look at you. What's his channel? Rabbi.
So Goblin Fungus is the author.
You know what's his name's alternate channel? I'll have to
I don't know it.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it in a bit here.
Well, we have a picture of it. Or Blazing Leo can give it to you.
You guys can.
No, that would be Schmeckel's department. I don't have the picture.
Right, it's not
something I would want to keep.
Right, but we do have it on the Discord on the moderators chat, so it is up there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make.
Oh, I didn't know.
Paper.
I didn't know he put it in the moderator chat.
I didn't know I did either.
Yeah.
Maybe I was drunk or something. I don't remember putting it in there.
I don't think it was on the Snow Queen crew chat. But
I don't remember putting it.
It's in one of the two. It's not in the main YouTube channel. Or it's not in the main Discord. It's one of the chats we have.
Maybe Skynet threw it up or something. John Heyman, I don't know.
Bubba was rightfully indignant about it. He was like, "Why would somebody want to do that to himself?" I actually agree with that.
It was self-inflicted. You know, he's got bed bugs. A bed bug.
Oh, I don't think that's the picture.
No.
That was. Oh, it's under Cyrex's fungal weenie.
There you go, fungal weenie. There you go. I'm sorry. You know, I don't. Yeah, I knew it was something along those lines.
Why?
Link it in the chat, Blazing Leo. Link it in the chat, girl.
Oh my God, Tammy had it right. What do you mean by that?
Link it up, girl.
Oh my God. They do close-ups and everything.
What is the proper cure for a fungal infection on the penile region, Michelle? Would like a cream, a topical cream?
Yeah, something like Monostat.
How do you cure shroom schlong, Michelle?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm not the doctor that's treating it. I'm not going to want to go near it.
What would you do?
Call a doctor. That's what I would do.
You cut it off?
If that's what the doctor wants to do, I'm going to do that. He could do that.
Yeah. I would soak it in tomato juice, like it got sprayed by a skunk or something.
Well, Homeless Mike will maybe on the show in a couple of days, guys.
What does Homeless Mike do for his? Did he get his money, Michelle? Can you ask him if he got his money?
Let's put it this way. I believe he said he was going down to go get the money from H&R Block. So we'll have to see what happens.
Well, yeah, turn around and ask him, Michelle. He's in your apartment right now.
No, he's not.
I bet you. I bet you he is.
I don't think he is.
I hear him talking in the background.
Hold on a minute. Let me look. What's the camera over there?
So how are you oblivious to someone in your apartment? That's dangerous.
There he is.
Hey, what's up?
No, he's not there, Michelle. He's there.
What?
What's going on?
I wanted to know if you got your money yet.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn the card on. I don't know how to turn it on.
They didn't tell you how to activate the card?
Like there's a chip on the back. You have to swipe on your asshole.
Right.
But every time I call the number and put in like my social security and stuff, it says we're experiencing technical difficulties. Call back in 2 hours.
All right. Well, you know what I would do? Maybe they are having problems. Well, let's call H&R Block's, the local office, back and see if there's anything that they can do about it.
All right.
Or they can find out what's going on.
Okay.
I don't know if Mike's in my apartment. There's a gentleman here with a ski mask, though.
Hi, how you
I
doing?
have to keep that focused. On
What?
money because you got some weirdos calling back and forth telling me I owe them money. I don't need it.
Well, right now they can't even see you because they're not.
Yeah, but
You're in the
when
preview
I
screen.
move
You're
here,
not on the regular
it's gonna
screen.
be facing towards me, and I really honestly don't want the camera on.
What's that?
I really don't want the camera on me.
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean don't worry about
Because
it?
this camera is not the one that's going out right now.
I honestly don't care. I just don't want a camera on me. Have it face this thing here.
Right. Don't forget to get. Oh, you can answer the phone. It's for you, probably.
Is it? Go
I
ahead,
think
call it
so.
on the air.
I have no idea if it's for you or not. They're just. I'm not
You hear
taking.
this? You hear this?
All right. All right. All right. So no, don't worry about it. You're not on the video right now. And I'll keep the microphone off so they can't hear your private calls either. But turn your phone down. Okay.
I want you
What?
to put this down for a second and listen to this idiot talk. I don't want people like that calling me, dude.
Just hang up.
You tell these people they better stop fucking calling.
Just hang up, Mike. I can't do anything. I already tried to tell them not to do that, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, guys, quit calling,
So
especially
slam
after
on,
the
do
show's
mic
off. The
drop
phones
on
will
it.
be on, guys. Quit calling. Quit harassing Mike.
Ugh. The troublemakers are trying to make trouble.
Yeah, you're fucking rabble rousers, Michelle. It's Monday, you know? It's definitely Monday. These rabble rousers are
All
starting
right,
early
12:15 anyway.
It's all Schmeckle's fault.
It's not even an evening show, you know what I'm saying, Michelle? Like these rabble rousers already. It's got to be Monday, Michelle. Like Garfield said, it's Monday.
It's
Michelle,
just,
did Mike bring lunch? Did we bring any lunch back from the soup kitchen?
I didn't ask him yet. I gotta ask him.
Oh,
If he brought
okay.
lunch back.
Fair enough. You said you had an ABC pizza yesterday, though.
Yes,
Did you
we
guys
went to
finish
ABC Pizza yesterday.
it? Yeah, did you finish it?
Yes, I did. Yes, we did.
Hell yeah!
Off the phone, you
We each had 3 pieces take home, so we had, you know.
Did you do any World of Warcraft?
No, I didn't.
No World of
Hey,
Warcraft.
Whitty.
I don't know. I just didn't get to it. I just didn't.
No, for sure, Michelle. For sure. No, I hear you.
I don't know why. I just didn't feel like doing World of Warcraft last night.
Gonna do some this afternoon?
Probably.
Nice. Get that Michaela. Get that Michaela leveled up.
I was gonna do something different. Explain what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to see if I find out if someone finally ported Well Model Viewer to the Mac after all this time, because the new source code is up there for the Sports Shadowlands, but no one ported it to the Mac yet. Nor is there a Linux port of it. So unfortunately, that means I can't use the assets from World of Warcraft in Blender because because they're not in a form that is directly compatible with Blender.
what are you doing right now?
And I really seriously want to work on doing some animations with the character, maybe having her finally tell a story. And so that's why I wanted to use the Well Model Viewer so that I could create a story. And unfortunately, that option is not there because while Model Viewer is not available for the Mac. I mean, it's available for Boot Camp. You can fire it up under Boot Camp.
Yeah.
But I don't have a
Yeah,
video
mental
card
or
with the
non-mental?
EFI boot ROM, so I can fire it up in Boot Camp. So I need a video card with an EFI boot ROM. But now when the price of the video card is getting so high, I mean, if I could find a video card that supports metal, and then I could go into Boot Camp because I got registered.
Boot it up, baby.
Because now my Windows 10 is registered, so now I can
What?
go.
Menthol, non-menthol.
So I'd be able to fire up Boot Camp.
What's your brand, Becky?
I roll my own, so it's
I do as well.
Gambler.
That's why I'm asking. Oh, yeah, me too. Gambler, nice. How many fingers?
So that's what I'm going to
What's
try.
that, Michelle? Yeah, what were you saying about the card? What were you saying about the? Yeah, I hear you, Michelle.
I need a
hopefully
video
we're
card
gonna
with
work out this
a
afternoon.
Mac
I hear you.
compatible EFI boot ROM.
I roll my own as well. I'm rolling them right now, currently. Gambler too, yeah. For sure.
Unless I want to
that's
risk
what's up, Michelle.
bricking this card too, like I did the other one.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm a card cracker. You know, I used to do that shit. I got I had an embossing system, a machine. I got in trouble for having that.
That's
It
homeless
wasn't about
Mike
it.
Witty in the background.
Oh, that's almost
And
Mike.
I don't want to
Yeah.
flash this card, so I just want to basically just get another card that's been properly flashed and tested.
Whoa, wait,
verified.
you're talking about flashing people, Michelle, for their cards? How much do you have to pay for that? How much do I have to pay for a flash?
I don't know, because they usually buy the cards that were pre-flashed already, so I don't have to worry about doing.
No, I missed it. They reflash. Okay, I got you. They reflash.
Some people even have the chip. If you want to do a service mount swap, you can
Like a chip on their shoulder.
In other words, you can put a new chip in its place.
Oh.
But
Right
the
on.
problem is which chip is it?
Potato chip.
Because there's a lot of 8-pin chips on the motherboard. So which one is it you would be swapping out on the card? So instead of risking me destroying a card for $200, $300, let somebody else do it that knows what the hell they're doing in the first place.
Yeah. Can you solder chips, Michelle? Do you know how to solder chips onto a board?
Not that small.
No. Yeah.
We're talking about surface mount.
Yeah, I'm not good with soldering. You got to have a real steady hand for that.
You gotta have a really steady hand and really good eyesight.
Yep, I don't have either one of those.
So, unless you want to go with air work soldering rework station, which would be useful for some things. That was something I was going to get into. I might still do it. Incoming. Maybe eventually I could actually do it, but I'm not going to do it on some fancy board that costs hundreds of dollars. I already did a hatchet job on one. That board was a mess when I was. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it the right way. I'm just going to go ahead and find somebody who has already modified the ROM from the beginning. It's got a warranty on it and get started with that. But that's going to mean that I can't get my MacBook. So do I want the video cord or do I want my MacBook? Maybe if the MacBook's a new enough MacBook, maybe I can still run boot camp on it and I could still, at the same time, maybe run wall model viewer on my MacBook, say a 2015 MacBook. That should be able to run boot camp and that should be able to run World of Warcraft, the game, and the wall model view because you have to run both together.
Yeah.
So
you can't play World of Warcraft on Mac computer?
I play World of Warcraft on my Mac fine. That's not a problem. It's wall model viewer that doesn't run on the Mac operating system because no one ported it yet.
No, Michelle, I'm sorry. I walked away to get a cup of coffee. I kind of lost track in the conversation. Sorry about that. Yeah, it happens.
I play now. Of course, now that Macs are going to ARM, they're going to definitely have to port model viewer to the Mac, so the people who are the ARM Macs can still run their apps. Because I think there will not be any way to run Windows 10 on an ARM Mac.
It's about time for a new Windows to come out. They should probably be coming out with a new one soon. I feel it's been a while
because Intel is dying. Intel is not the cream la de creme anymore.
I use AMD processor.
AMD is doing the right since they're better, but still the problem is that architecture is not where it's at anymore. People are beginning to realize that.
Remember when those came out, Michelle?
The Intel architecture 64-bit operating system and chipset prototype is not practical for today's modern technology.
Do you remember when those came out, Michelle? Like the Intel and the Intel Pentium 2? You remember when all those came out?
The IA64 instruction set came out with the Pentium 2s.
Yeah, those were like the big daddies of the processor game back in the day, the Intel Pentiums.
Actually started showing the Pentium. Well, I think original Pentiums as well.
Yep. Those were like the Big Daddies and the Sound Blaster sound cards. Those were like the two best to have.
Well, yeah, the Yamaha chipset of the Sound Blaster.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But the point is that technology has eclipsed all that. So, I mean, yes, there's a lot of legacy software that still depends on that. But the problem is that doesn't help me because I'm a Mac shop. So everything here depends on Mac.
Correct. That's why I'd love to get you on that Windows computer, Michelle. I know you love your Macs. I know you love your Macs.
Let's put it this way: if I get the EFI boot ROM video card, that's about the same price as a Windows laptop in the first place. And then I don't have to take up another whole desk space for a whole computer because I already have a computer.
No, I know, Michelle. I know. I'm just saying. I'd love for you to get a Windows computer. I'm not encouraging you to or telling you to. I'm just a thought. Just a thought.
The only reason I'd be running Windows at all is just to run WoW Model Viewer and maybe try EverQuest 2 or EverQuest, which Monica wanted me to try, but I can't try it right now because I don't have a video card that will work in boot camp. So I have to
smack your lip like that, Michelle.
So that's the reason I got to get all this stuff done. But the stimulus check didn't even show up yet. So I don't know when it's going to be here.
Yeah, Michelle needs to get stimulated. Come on.
Probably the 24th this weekend, maybe. They say it could take up to 6. They said up to 10 weeks.
What if you got your YouTube check and your stimulus check on the same day, Michelle?
That would be nice.
You'd be rolling. Rolling.
I mean, I'm surprised the YouTube didn't send me a message saying I was paid yet. But I will probably be getting that soon because it's 22nd.
Yeah.
Theoretically, the payment closed out on the 21st. So that means that the money should come through on the 22nd. Let me see if I actually can find out real quick what is the story with that. Is there any kind of information? Let me see what my dashboard shows. So I'm pulling it real fast here.
Oh Lord, that's loud.
Hold on, man, it's loading. Okay. So right now we have gotta go to revenue, Michelle. Really? So it says here you did receive $373.89, but it didn't say it was necessarily paid. I gotta go to what is the name to say there? Streamlabs? No. AdSense. That's what it is. AdSense.
So I think Mike's calling 1-900 numbers on your phone. They're prompting them to hit buttons, like to talk to a girl, hit 1. I don't know, man. I could be wrong. Never mind. Keep doing what you're doing, Michelle. I'm sorry. Don't let me distract you.
Just hold on, man. Hold on.
All right. Yep.
I'm just gonna log into AdSense and see if I can find out what's going on
how many
here.
fingers?
Because they're the ones who actually mail out the check.
2.
So, let's see what it says here.
You only have 2 fingers on your hand. Yeah, you're fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get in like an accident or something when you were younger?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, Michelle.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Apparently, the payment wasn't sent to AdSense yet.
Michelle.
Wait a minute. What?
There's no money on the card.
So, okay. So, did you see when it might be there?
I think they were saying within a week.
Okay. Well, then you just have to be patient.
My food stamp card should be getting ready to get dropped off at your house, though, soon, isn't it?
All right. And then, of course, the same thing with my AdSense. The payment doesn't show that it was posted yet to my bank. So, I know.
Hey, my food stamp card should be coming in the mail, though, soon, right?
Right. Yes.
How soon do you think it's going to be?
Give it about a week or two.
So what day did I go down there? Wednesday or Thursday or something?
No, they mail it to you.
Yes, but when did I take care of that?
Last week.
So it should be here sometime soon, right?
Yes.
All right.
Answer the phone, Mike.
What's gonna probably happen is I'll probably get the food stamp card first, and then the money will come on a day or two later.
Right. Okay. Let me finish the show here, so I can finish what I'm saying. All right. So it doesn't say. Apparently, the money didn't go out yet to AdSense yet, but it is registered with AdSense. So theoretically, there's no reason why I shouldn't get paid with AdSense. So that's another situation of waiting for more payments, just like Mike said. In his case, same thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna. It's a matter of wait and see game.
Time to play the waiting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Welcome to being an American citizen.
That's the thing I don't understand. If this country's so worried about the poor, like Joe Biden is so worried about poverty, then why is the system allowing everybody to basically be stuck waiting for something that's, especially for those most desperate in need, should get it first?
That's how they control us. Come on, Michelle.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of stupid. It's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
What?
Smoker, are you on the phone with Mike?
Who is it, Mike?
Here.
I can't transfer the call over here. Oh, yes, I can. Give me a minute. Hello? Who's this? Have a nice day. All right.
What were they saying, Michelle?
I didn't know. Just a voice, and then they slammed down and hung up on me.
I put the do
Was
not
it Cyrax?
back on. Okay.
Cyrax.
Was Cyrax calling you again, Michelle?
What?
I put the do not disturb back on, so.
Okay, good. Put the one on in the kitchen, too.
All right. Yeah, because they keep calling and saying stupid shit like, does Michelle fuck you in the ass to stay there?
I know, it's stupid.
Well,
Just turn the one on in the kitchen. I don't know why they keep bringing up stupid things.
They're just trying to get them going.
Yeah, I know.
See,
It's still. Can I let Mike talk to you guys for a minute? Hold on a minute. I'll let Mike talk to
you
you guys.
guys
Here.
don't understand something. I
Here.
know Michelle is disabled. I don't need the headphones because I'm not talking to anybody. I'm talking at
So
her.
you don't listen to
Okay,
you
I don't
speak
need to
English.
listen to nothing. All right, I'm telling you, people. You need to
These
stop
just
harassing
different people.
Michelle
They're not.
and her
They're
friends.
not harassing Michelle.
That's
They're
a
harassing
form
you,
of
you
harassment.
idiot.
You don't call and ask disgustingly disturbing questions like
You're
that.
right. But these are not the people doing it. These are my main moderators.
I know there's a difference. I know.
But talk to them. Say hi to them.
Hello, God bless you.
You're sermoning them. You're not talking to them.
Michelle, fuck you in the
Go
ass.
back to your show. I just want you
Smackle.
folks out there to know that Michelle's a very nice person. Michelle's not screwed up. Michelle's not weird. She doesn't do weird things to her cat. Me and Michelle don't do weird things together.
This is
These
the
people
talking
have
right
to stop
here.
harassing you, man. They really have to stop harassing
Right.
you.
These are the people that are talking right now with you. They're not the
I
ones
think
that
it's just
do
curiosity. It's not really
that. As you
harassment.
can
It's
see,
just
that when they're
curiosity.
talking, they try to shut. Do you see closed captions?
It's not, you know.
I
We're
know
all
for a
wondering.
certain fact it's not out of curiosity. I know this person very well. Though they may be disabled, they're not screwed up in the head, so there's no reason to ask stupid questions like that.
Right.
So therefore, that's why I don't talk to anybody, because I know you're just going to keep beating around the bush like a bunch of mentally ill children with fucking problems. Stop giving us problems.
I try to run a legitimate channel.
Guys.
You know, I do my best to run a legitimate
We're
channel.
calling 860-469-2821. And
We're not taking phone calls, guys.
asking weird questions. No, I was telling them not to call, Michelle.
If you don't see the number on the screen, that means we're not taking phone
Michelle, I was
calls.
telling them not to call 860-469-2821. I was telling them not to call that number and say weird things. That's all I was saying.
I'm seriously going to basically probably will de-forward that phone call from my home phone and get a whole different line separate from the home phone.
Yeah.
Because that is not, no one appreciates that.
I agree.
So I'll go into Google Voice and de-forward the phone call today. So that way we don't have to deal with that anymore. Because it's going to be getting warm now. We're going to want to go outside. We're going to want to do a show on the porch.
Are you going outside tonight? You going to do one out on the porch tonight?
I could do it tonight, but I can't take phone calls. But
Oh yeah. I like the phone calls.
But I didn't. That doesn't mean I can't do a phone call
Then
show on
they
the
ask
porch. I can, and I might do that tonight. Except we got to get the table out there. Right now, Mike's got his stuff on it. We got to put the stuff
I
in
hear
a
you.
box.
Probably not warm enough yet either, Mitch. It's probably gonna get cold. It's probably gonna drop down pretty good. You probably don't want to.
Well, what we could do is we could bring the other green screen outside. We can bring this green screen outside, but it won't be anything on the picture. And my cell phone doesn't have a green screen app. Oh, but we know it does. What if you went ahead and used RTSP camera and then go ahead and start the camera remotely from in here, and so that they can still see the background on the porch. You could still be on the porch, and you could still have the green screen out there, and then just run RTSP camera in here. Think about it. That's a lot of work. Someone's gonna have to come back in here and smack the start button.
Rusty can do it.
That's an idea, though. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Cinnamon.
I don't know. A lot of people with weird things around here. All right, guys. Listen, it's 12:35. We will be live at 7:00 tonight, and I am going to de-forward my phone call or my Google Voice to my home phone, so we don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. We'll have to figure out what to do with the phone calls for the show because I would still go through the Google Voice, but I turned off the Google Voice support too.
Maybe just turn it back on when you're doing your show. Make it like it's regular.
Yeah, the problem is every time I do that, I got to keep entering a PIN every time, which is a pain.
I would say just leave it, Michelle. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but
the
problem is for people like Mike, when he's trying to get calls from social workers and things, and they're getting mixed up with the phone calls from the show, and then it's
the do not disturb's on, Michelle. You should be good now.
Right. Well, that's why we have voicemail anyway.
Yeah, don't stress it. Don't worry about it. Have fun with your afternoon. Enjoy your Monday. Don't worry about fucking with the phones and all that. Just enjoy your Monday. Have some fun. Play some World of Warcraft or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Take a nap. Watch some YouTube videos.
Yeah, I do that every day anyway. Well, maybe I can get Mike to help me try to clean off the table that's sitting in the studio over there in the corner, and just so we can bring it outside again for the summer.
Get to that hall closet too. Get that thing cleaned out. The hall closet cleaned out.
He does have a closet, yeah, but he doesn't have.
No, I said the hall closet. You gotta get that hall closet cleaned out.
Well, we're gonna have to clean the hallway closet. Yeah.
Yeah, that might
maybe we can work on that this afternoon a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I gotta do some spring cleaning eventually. It is spring technically, so I gotta, do the deep clean of the house, get all the cobwebs, do a nice.
I hope the guy that YouTube would stop basically having me have to keep appealing my streams to get them. The morning shows usually get the green dollar sign usually right off the bat, so that's why I want to keep it that way. The night shows are always the ones that always end up being a fight.
Yeah, we didn't talk about nothing too crazy today. You should be fine, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's getting into a fight with anybody, Fred, so knock it off. All right, guys. I'm going to let y'all go. I'll talk to you later on tonight. All right? Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Schmeckle. Bye, chat.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, so...
Take care, guys. Take care, Michelle.
Yep, okay.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep, bye-bye. I forgot to hang up on him. Oh, all right, I hang up on him. All right, so, yeah, guys, it was a nice show. We had a lot of people here, 16 of you. You're still here. Okay, so let me just give you a quick recap. For those of you who want to know what the stimulus check, I didn't get mine yet. Okay. Homeland did get his H&R Block card, but he didn't get his yet. Of course, he just got his card. So it's going to probably take him a while to get his payment. So my AdSense money hasn't come yet. AdSense had not received the payment yet from YouTube. So there might be some delay with that. Everything was set right correctly, bank routing number, everything, so that should not be a problem. But it's just a matter of waiting for the different people to get everything done. And even once it is done, don't forget my bank has got to get itself organized. So everybody, MJ, Just Miss Jamie, et al. I hope to see you all tonight on the show. We'll see if we can try to do it on the porch. Bring the table outside, set the other camera, use my iPhone or use my Android phone. I think using your Android, your iPhone for the video stream, and then use the Android phone for the watching the chat. It's an idea. Or we can do it the other way. If you can get RTSP streaming working with your iPhone, you could probably stream that way. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look into it. Let's see what I can do with that. If not, we'll just have it indoors like we usually do with the door open and get some air in here. Because we still gotta clear up the closet so we can actually find a place to put my rest of my stuff. So, all right, everybody, thanks for coming. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Okay.